Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you do fucking fuck? Fuck! Game over, man. Game over.
Wait a minute. There's things here. There's trees. There's rocks. There's birds. There's frogs. Come on. We'll bless them all until we get versticken. Join me.
No. We're straight. Just marry. We're straight. Just...
They shove a living snake up your ass.
Oh, no, but that's very good.
Mary Lovestick.
No.
Push the dude!
Now I will kill you until you die from it.
Try to relax your anus.
Welcome, everybody. Hey, welcome to the show. We've got a fucking fun one today. I am still kind of amped from this morning. This morning was crazy. I had fucking fun today. God, this morning was fun. I just kind of kept moving after. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hear something drop, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? This is my fucking vape pen. Just fucking sitting over there. Oh, man. Alrighty. We have the Rumble chat up. We've got the YouTube chat up. We've got the Twitch chat up. All the chats are up. Just like my dick. So we'll have all those going. Alrighty then, there we go. There's Wilmer Autotech with the 50 bits in the air horn. Thank you for your support, sir. Really, really appreciate that. That is awesome. And we're off and firing. I don't know why. Actually, no, that's not true. Do I know why? No, I don't. I don't know why I didn't have any farts when I got loaded. Glad to hear you got a boner. Chevy JB, it does happen, but I mean, it's just having a boner is like, you know, a really a eunuch having a really nice car. You know, you can get all the pussy in the world to show up. You can't do anything with it. I can't even make a good joke out of it. Or we could just go with what Wilmer said for the 20 bits.
Fuck off.
No, I just started the show. It's too early, Rusty Grammar. We will fuck off later. We will fuck off later when we have... Ooh, I should get that lens up in case the kitty shows up. And we will fuck off later when we have time to fuck off. I don't have time to fuck off right now. I got to do a show. Sorry. Speaking of a show, we do have all the stories loaded, so I'm kind of fucking diddling around while... Really bad choice of words, dude. I'm kind of fucking dicking around while we let everyone filter in. But we're going to be talking about some stuff to do. If you read the description, you'll know. We're going to be talking about, well, right off the top of the hour, we've got a new side effect from a medication, and you won't believe it. It's almost like it's meant to hurt the people that are taking it. Oh, wow. Oh, it's great. But don't worry. The good news is the pharmaceutical company still made money, so they still made money. Good for them. Dicks. It's not weird unless you get a boner. Really? And here come the knives. Hi, Johnny. What knives? The knives is in reference to people kind of coming out coming out after other people. Like they always say, like people will turn on each other, then the knives come out, whatever. So yeah, that's and here come the knives. It's in reference to a story we'll be talking about involving the Bidens and how that's all going. And then what else do we have here? The health and weight loss thing, I think, was part of it too, with the knives thing. There was a couple of things that was a cheeky little reference to. Also, we're going to be talking about a really cool couple of cool fads that are taking place in China, in case you want to move or just prepare for when it gets here. So, so much coming out today. I know, right? It's like a flood of semen everywhere. But thank you for being on the show. I got to grab my other leg. This doesn't work well. There we go. Comfortable. Alrighty, so we got it. Everything's loaded. I'm never ready to go. And now today, I left and I got fucking Gilberto's. And I came back and I had my fucking burrito and I prepped my show, did everything. And just fucking good sweaty afternoon to you, says Sandy Squatch. Sandy Squatch, I am relatively comfortable in what is generally a air-conditioned room. I don't have the aircon on while we're doing the show because it might be noisy. So, the AC is on, but I don't have my fans going, so I don't have any fans right now. Alrighty. So, yes. Oh, dude, I got to still message Cheeto. If you didn't know, and we'll reference it a couple of times in the next few weeks, I'm gonna talk to Cheetos, and we're gonna see if we can bring the doctor with us to. Ooh, there we go. We're gonna see if we can bring the doctor with us to the anniversary show, and he can make a little appearance. It'll be a thing where if you want to load him and use them, definitely, and then a couple people I want to do it too, and we'll see. I'll bring some party favors and such. It'll be a good time in August. Anyways, so enough of all that shit. Okay, there we are, loaded. Good. Here we go. Let's just dive into it, I think. I have the whole show prepped. I could just fucking start today. It's not like there's rules, okay? Who's going to fire me? You? Fuck off. All right, anyway, so here we go with our first one. This story is not surprising at all, but Joan Knight has a message for anyone considering drugs like Ozempic or Wegovy. Wegovy sounds sketchy. I'm sorry. If you took something called Wegovy, you were asking for it, which have become popular for the dramatic weight loss they can help people achieve. I wish I never touched it. I wish I'd never heard of it in my life, says Knight, 37, from Angie, Louisiana. This medicine made my life hell. So much hell. It has cost me money. It has cost me a lot of stress. It cost me days and nights and trips with my family. It's cost me a lot, and it's not worth it. The price is too high. Brenda Allen, age 42 in Dallas, feels the same way. Her doctor prescribed Wegovy for weight loss. And even now, being off the medication for almost a year, I'm still having a lot of problems.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I don't know why you're opposed. It's we're talking about fat chicks losing drugs because I don't see a lot of dudes taking it, at least not in this story. Maybe that's a thing, but it's in an interview. She said she was at urgent care recently, vomiting so much she became dehydrated. Emily Wright, 38, a teacher in Toronto, Canada, and by the way, thank you very much, Wilmer, for the 100 bits. Started taking Ozempic in 2018. After a year, she said she lost 80 pounds. Which she's been able to keep off. But Wright said she now vomits so frequently that she's had to take a leave of absence from her job. Thank you, Joe Berg. Weird time to add that. I've almost been off Ozempic for a year, but I'm still not back to my normal, Wright said. The diabetes drug Ozempic and its sister drug for weight loss, Wegovy, utilize the same medication. Smeglitude. Oh my God. You guys were you're taking Smeglitude? Have you heard what schmagma is, my friend? That's just some like funked up dick jizz, man. You don't want that shit. That's gross, man. That's some fucking dick cheese. No. Fat Conan, why Ozempic? Try the Gym Zempic. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like, you can't... I wish I'd never heard of this stuff. Do you kind of wish now you'd given that treadmill another shot? Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I feel like maybe if we put an apple on it and you go. God damn, man. Like, they're trying to get me to do more stuff, and I want to do more stuff, but sweet Jesus. You see stuff like this with, like, the diabetes drug Ozempic, its sister, we did that. Include medications like tirzepatide and ilagrida work by mimicking a hormone that's naturally made by the body, GLP-1. One of the roles of GLP-1 is to slow the passage of food through the stomach, which helps people feel fuller longer. If the stomach slows down too much, however, that can cause problems. Knight and Wright have been diagnosed with severe gastroparesis, a stomach paralysis, which their doctors think may have resulted from or been exacerbated by the medication they were taking, Ozempic. Wright said she also has been diagnosed with cyclic vomiting syndrome, which causes her to throw up multiple times a day. Alan does not have a diagnosis for her stomach problems yet, but says she started only after she was encouraged by her doctor to take Wegovy to lose weight. She is managing her ongoing nausea and vomiting with a medication called Zofran. I'm glad you guys learned your lesson. Take more of them drugs. And prescription probiotics while she waits for more tests in October. Holy Jesus. Good luck to you on that one. The first available appointments she could get with the specialist. I mean, good God, man. You're going to wait till October to... Oh. That's the hair that's getting up my gander. There we go. Who makes up these drug names? Some blind, deaf Chinese guy? I mean, I don't know if he's blind or deaf, but I think Chinese is probably right on the money. Either way, he's doing well for himself. Who are we to hate on him? Doctors say more cases like these are coming to light as the popularity of the drug soared. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration said it has received reports of patents on the drugs experiencing stomach... reports of patients on the drugs. Patents, patients, when your eye gets a little blurry. Experiencing stomach paralysis that sometimes is not resolved by the time it's reported. Ooh. And last month, the American Society of Anesthesiologists warned that patients should stop these medications a week before surgery since they can increase the risk that patients will regurgitate food during an operation. Oh, even if they've been fasted as directed. Vomiting under anesthesia sometimes causes food and the stomach acid to get into the lungs, which can cause pneumonia and other problems after surgery. Oh, God. So far, extreme and unrelenting cases like these are believed to be rare. Hey, man, but we don't think it's happening a lot, and they may be a result of the drug unmasking or worsening a pre-existing slow stomach. Right. They always had slow stomach. That's why they couldn't stop eating. They had that slow stomach. They just felt full all the time. So they had to keep fucking eating. It makes perfect sense. Yeah, if you turn it sideways and squint. Dicks. Oh, man. Anyways. So she only lost 30 pounds. I can lose that in a couple of months just changing my diet and maybe doing some stretching. Well, way to brag, Sandy. Fucking able-bodied asshole. Fucking flaunt it, why don't you? But anyways, no, it's not even like the amount of weight you're needing to lose. At least in the case of this Allen lady, like the doctor suggested it. Did she go to him like looking for weight loss, or did they come at it like, hey, keep it tight. You could afford to lose a few. Like that would be the way. Like she comes into the doctor's office. Doctor goes, hey, look, I know you're here for a pap smear, but while we're on the subject, have you noticed you're getting kind of fat? I mean, I don't know about this, but I'm having trouble being aroused while I'm administering your medical examination, and that's what I do this for. So if you could, I don't know, trim it up a little bit, honey. Maybe, I don't know, dress it up nice. Is it so much to ask that maybe put on some makeup before you have me grope your tits? Come on. Oh, Jesus. Is this one of those weight loss things that was on Shark Tank? I don't know about Shark Tank. This is a doctor-prescribed medication. You can't get this without a prescription. So I feel like that was not a Shark Tank one. Oh, God. Speaking of Shark Tank things, how awesome would that be if, like, the corona vaccine was on Shark Tank? All right, so I'm going to my product is a vaccine that we have made overnight, instantaneously. Whoosh, magic. We haven't had it around for a while. We made it yesterday, and it is entirely proven to knock this thing out. 99% effective, and by 99%, I mean it doesn't do a damn thing. Well, I'm not going to buy any of that guy's company. It sounds like a horrible idea. Oh, did I mention the orders are pre-sold to the American government, and they are forbidden from suing for any sort of wrongful doing or negligence? Holy shit, I'll take all of your company now. Jesus. God, when you say it that way, it almost sounds like a scheme. Anyways. So, yes, they took this medication, and now they're having this problem. But don't worry, those cases are few and far between. It's just, that's not, I don't want to risk that shit. This is why I say don't take anything that is a fucking chemical in your body. But it is safe and effective. Right, it is safe and effective. And by safe, I mean you will be safe from the coronavirus. We won't talk about whether or not you were before. And by effective, I mean you're going to get it, because we're going to make you. Oh. I always wondered about that one that was advertised. If it's too easy, it's not real. There's a certain amount of like science shit to this, but this is the biggest problem I have with this. I saw the problem right when I read that the thing produces a hormone GLP-1, which is responsible for, and it's like as soon as you start throwing something into your body that it makes itself, you're throwing the whole thing out of whack. My mom is super real and easy. Okay. Safe income for the pharmacist companies, and effective. You're effectively their bitch until you die. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, you're not. But hey, at least it's what we all chose, right? It's what we chose. Oh, fuck it. I can't. You can't even fucking. It's getting difficult to laugh about it again. Oh, this is when the drinking needs to start. We should bring back those shows. We haven't got any weed. Let's start buying booze. Alrighty. Okay, let's get over to our next story. Do. Okay, yeah, I don't even want to read that. It's getting worse where you're reading about people. I got 40 fat people together, and I got a bunch of them to take this drug that I told them to make them lose weight, and I got a bunch of them to take a placebo, which would do effectively nothing. And that's the worst part. Like, I get it. You need a control group. But it's just weird, man. I gave you this drug, and it's going to help you lose weight. Wow, I've been losing a lot of weight. This drug is so amazing. I really need to be on this drug. Yeah, I was giving you sugar pills. Sugar. You can make those yourself. Anyways. Yeah, freedom of choice or lose your job. Yeah, that was the really, really weird thing. And then for a lot of us, it was lose your job no matter what.
Fuck off.
No, I won't. Bud Britches, it's too early to fuck off. It's still the first hour. I have barely begun to slide out of my chair. That's going to be the fun one to tell the neurologist. How do you know things are getting worse? I'm having trouble staying upright in a chair. It's getting difficult, man. We got to figure this shit out. Alrighty, so speaking of shit getting difficult, Desantis is going from one, that's what we call a Segway. Not the kind I could ride. Anyway, so Desantis has been moving from one thing to another. I kind of feel like he should not have run this time around, all right? One, it's seeming like Don's lapping you on this. And two, you really could have benefited from letting all of this shit work itself up and work itself out and then go at it. Because I'm going to be honest, man, you went a little hard with the whole fucking we got to do canceling all the woke culture. We'll start with the people trying to teach shit in schools, and then we'll get a little overboard on the whole like racial stuff. Because people don't view Republicans as racist, especially in the South. Oh, God, we need indoor plumbing. Okay, it's at moments like these that I like to remind myself that we have a $33 trillion deficit.
Boy, are we in debt.
Oh. God, I love that bit. I had too much fun last night when I got done hanging out with my daughter. I just came down here and just kind of fucking scrapped at it and just copped on a whole bunch of sound drops. That shows you how mentality matters, actually. What, the placebo effect? You mean believing that something works? Yeah, it shows you how mentality matters. It shows you how there's a truth of stuttering and stammering like a prick while someone blows one out their ass. Thank you, 125 bits from LabGlass. Thank you. Michaela is saying Johnny and waving. Hey, Michaela, good to see you. Good to see you. It's Tuesday, says LabGlass. All day, right? Debt slaves. Yeah, we are kind of debt slaves at this point. We're here to work for the man, to pay taxes, to pay Ukraine. How does
Fuck! Oh!
Thank you, Scruffy, for the 100 bits. Close to a hype train. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Let's see. If a hype train kicks off, I don't think there's really nothing in here. This is really not really got anything left. We can see if anything will happen though. We'll fucking burn a fucking resin bowl or resin bowl. Alrighty, so and that's if a hype train goes off. We have again 2 minutes 41 seconds for that to happen. Thank you, Fat Conan, for. I just realized those are some really fucking weird looking faces. That's creepy. That's a Trucker 18-wheeler saying, "Hey Johnny, good to see you on the Rumble chat there." So yes, Desantis involved in a car crash in Tennessee. He is unhurt. The crash occurred in Chattanooga as Desantis and his team were traveling to a fundraiser there. Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida was involved in a car crash, Chattanooga, Tennessee, on his way to a fundraiser on Tuesday, according to a spokesman, who added that Mr. DeSantis was unhurt. This morning, the governor was in a car accident while traveling. Spokesman for Mr. DeSantis' presidential campaign said in a statement, he and his team were uninjured. We appreciate the prayers and well wishes of the nation for his continued protection while on the campaign trail. I don't think it was the nation. If I'm going to be honest, it was mostly Florida. Look, I don't have anything against DeSantis. I'm just saying if there are any group of people praying, please don't let him get hurt while he's away. It's Florida. They're like, no, don't. He can chase his dream of being the king.
Happy Tuesday, brother.
Thank you very much. Balls deep. Oh, here we go.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down
had worse
Here comes
ideas,
the
right?
train, and here comes driver's head too. Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
Well, that burned. I don't know if that's technically marijuana anymore. I feel like it's been cooked and the cannabinoids have been baked and it's all done, but whatever. Technically worked. How did your plumbing go, says Fat Cone? The plumbing went great. The plumber, like, this is one reason why I called the people and asked for the same guy back. That guy that came here the last time and the time before, he did such a good job the last time. Like, bring him back out. I want him to deal with this. Now, I didn't think that would mean he would view the job as something he should have done the first time, but he did. He's like, I should have done this the first time. So I fucking, like, he took care of it all. It was great. It was awesome. Many wasted. Yeah, many do. I'm trying to get the old legs to move again. We'll see if it happens. But again, thank you very much for the bits, the subs, all the support. We're at 32% of the way through level 1 of a hype train. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Let's go ahead and clear out this story and then see if we can find something fun to talk about for a minute. Since there's a hype train to go, and Lucy Pratt, who co-hosted the fundraiser. Yeah, so it's a really big story about nothing.
Tier
like
420 penis.
420 penis. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I feel like people offer me dick a lot thinking I'm gay, and I have to keep telling them I'm sorry.
No. We're straight. Just marry.
Too much fun last night. I just spent the whole night after I got done hanging out with my daughter. I'm like, here's what we're doing. We're going on YouTube. Oh, I want that one. I want that one. And it all started because you know what I need, just because I'm sure he's going to reference it at some point this morning. I need Law and Order ready on tilt so I can just be like, as soon as he gives me a reason to, I can just, oh, really? The Dunk Dung has joined the show. Oh, fuck. Anyways, thank you very, very much for the 420 bits. 59% of the way through level 1 of the hype train. Super awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Moving along here. Again, Desantis is fine. It wasn't a big deal. So I don't know. I feel like maybe the people pushing it as a big deal might be just mostly the news. So let's catch up on one other thing, a little world travel before we move on into everything else. Wildfires are raging in Greece. Tourists flee and locals shelter. Yeah, you really gotta hate when your fucking vacation is put on tilt because of a fucking wildfire. I mean, that's why nobody goes to Canada in the summer.
I have a micro penis. This is how I break the news.
Thank you, Northern Finlander, for the 100 bits. 65% of the way through level 1 of the hype train. Thank you so much. I feel a little bad that I put the Deadpool sticker on the micro penis sound drop, but you know. Otherwise, the other one I was thinking about using would have been what was it? What is it? I think it is this one.
I want these people segregated.
But I felt like that would be more disrespectful to DP. So I think, Alrighty. As I said, did the plumber clean your pipes? We got a dick joke. Dick joke, everybody. Boom.
You want to see my pecker?
No, he did not clean the pipes, but he did fix the spigot that was having problems. So we are good. No more leaking from the house. Isn't everywhere on fire during the summer, or God just hate Australia, Canada, and Greece? Murdercom, I think God does hate Greece. As for Australia, and thank you for the awkward fight. 71% of the way through the hype train, 20 seconds left. Craziness. Awesome. Thank you. So how about the More You Know sound drop? Oh, you want the More You Know sound drop for, I don't know what, but here you go, for Rusty Grammar. He wrapped the...
Hello, motherfucker.
He wrapped the rim in plumber's tape, then threaded the pipe with his large wrench. Fat Conan going incredibly, incredibly sexual. Almost like he just really wants to say, hey.
You want to see my pecker?
Fettuccine Al Poo Poo with the 250 channel points. Thank you. Bud Britches, thank you for the motherfucker 100 bits. Just making sure you didn't get rid of it. Oh, dude. This thing is an endless fucking. This is an endless collection of yeah. Face the camera, asshole. This is an endless collection of sound drops on here. I can just make more pages. So, I mean, getting rid of them would mean the ones that are literally on the Rodecaster, but I just leave those alone now. Now I've got too many over here. The only one I did get rid of, I took the Pride one off. I couldn't. It was cringy, and it got to the point where it was making me cringe, and I just, Pride Month is off. It's not gone. It's not deleted. I still have it. I just don't have it on here. He just got done watching plumber porn. Well, I mean, if you're watching a plumber, it's almost always porn in one way or another. I feel like even if it's just like on like a DIY channel, you're watching a plumber, there is a good 75% you're seeing ass crack. That's porn-esque to me. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily just, yank and spank it because somebody's got their, their furry cheek on display. But, it takes all different strokes, different folks. Drop that bomb. What bomb? I have a bomb? Shit. I don't want to have a bomb. It could go boom. All right, anyways, we finished that level 1 hype train. Thank you very much. Butt cleavage. There you go. Butt cleavage is a beautiful term. I like butt cleavage. I like the term butt cleavage. Butt cleavage is good. Although repeatedly saying I like butt cleavage might not be the best thing. Alrighty, so let's, I think we have a video with this, or is this one of those, it's a video with fucking graphics. Thick smoke fills the air as wildfires persist in Greece and Rome. And I'm guessing this is just music. Oh, never mind. This is incredibly loud fucking airplane audio. We'll go about half volume. Oh my god. Holy shit. All right, I'm just going to guess. You guys didn't perchance you guys didn't piss off Ukraine, did you? Oh. Do you have a sound of someone dropping a bunch of pipes? I don't have a sound of someone dropping a bunch of pipes or breaking glass. I guess the closest I have to breaking glass is, I think I got this one. And that one can go on forever. That one, and then what's the other stupid long one? The other fun, stupid long one I have, which I haven't really gotten to do a lot with because I got it mostly to do as a bit if people do like call-ins and they get boring, but I haven't done the call-in thing for a while. It's a parade. Oh, look, they're burning all the forest in Italy. Hey kids, look. That's where the Pope is gonna live someday. After they kick him out of Rome for, the kid thing. Oh, don't worry. No, the church used to be really bad. It's safe now, I think. You're not going either way. Look, you can home religion. You don't need to... Oh. Yeah, that sound drop did make that video a little bit more palatable, I'm going to be honest. And the sound drop is still going. Jesus Christ. That one goes on forever. Just for fucking ever. And I hate myself every time I play it, and it's just bring back logging. Clip that. I like butt cleavage. Nobody's clipping that. Alrighty. Those fires are making it hot. Yeah. Hello, you quasi-homosexual Hebrew man. That is my favorite term for Ben Shapiro. It's like his superhero name. Ben Shapiro. By day, a mild-mannered conservative journalist. But when night falls and the city needs saving, they must turn to the hero they need, the quasi-homosexual Hebrew man. Oh, like you could save so much money if you just take me out for dinner. Oh, God, that's bad. That's bad. And that's what we'll get canceled for. Oh. Fuck it. It was fun. Anyways, so that is our checking in on world news vis-a-vis Greece. Unfortunately, yeah, July 24th. More than 2,000 holiday makers were flown home. Oh, no. That would have had to suck it. Oh, we're on our dream destination vacation. We're in Greece. Oh, my God. We've been saving for years. We did it. We're finally here. You should leave. What? Air quality's bad. Everything's closed. We really can't take any. She wasn't until you brought it up, Battle Brothers EO. But my point is, we really can't take on more people right now, and so this isn't the best time to be like, hey, let's check out the vineyard. Yeah, you should probably just go. Is it weird to be like, I didn't know they had forests in Greece to burn? I assume they were down to shrubs. I just like when you play world developers, it's always the first areas that you start out at that get completely like over-mined and over-forested, and you can't really get anything else out of them. You got to fucking move on, man. And so I assumed. But yes, the bee armor, the bee woman with the boob armor. It wasn't that the boob armor bothered me. It's that the boob armor doesn't make sense. You have a piece of armor solely on the boob, but nothing around the boob to support it. So the boob itself is protected, but also simultaneously incredibly vulnerable because side boob's got nothing. She gets a glancing shot to the tit, and that thing was useless. What good was your boob plate? What good was it? So it's a grease fire. Oh! Grease lightning. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I feel bad about that one. I deserve this. Johnny Lujack died. Only 98. Only 98. Let's check that. I don't know. Lujack. Let's get the news on Lujack. Who the fuck? Antonio Lujack. Antonio Lujack was a Croatian-born actor and producer. Nope. Who is Lujack? I'm going to be honest. Johnny Lujack? Is that the actual person's name? Because too many people have the name Johnny. God damn it. I got to copyright that shit. J-O-H-N-N-Y. Boop. Yep. Football player. Johnny Lujack. Jesus Christ. Alrighty. That's why I didn't know he was a football player. Holy shit. Yeah, he died today. Holy Jesus. He dies at 98 after a lifelong battle with mortality. Oh, it's such a shit. He died after losing a battle with the Grim Reaper. Undefeated for 98 years. This was his first loss. Hopefully he'll come back stronger. Is it really a wildfire if it's on an island clearly contained? I mean, it's a quasi-wildfire. It's a quasi-moto wildfire. Again, I just felt like there wouldn't be a whole lot of trees left on the island anymore. I mean, at least not enough that you could have a wildfire. I mean, I feel like you just have to, like, water the other bush and you're good. Like, I don't know. Whatever. Do they still have, like, olive trees? I guess maybe isn't that, like, a business thing for them? They had there's a big thing about the branch for a while. People kept giving it to each other. Anyhow, that's weird. I thought it was a different kind of lightning that started fires. No, that's what I was always told. I was always told that they used grease lightning. What other kind of lightning would there be? Like hurricane lightning? Anyways, so that is sad that man has passed away. But John Christopher Lujack, an American professional football player who was a quarterback and defensive back for the Chicago Bears, has passed away. 25th, July 25th, 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. 2023. is it weird that you read someone who was a quarterback and defensive back? I feel like you don't do that nowadays, do you? You don't put the quarterback like, all right, so now you're going to be the nose tackle and the quarterback. Like, well, actually, no, you can't do that. The nose tackle's on the offensive line, asshole. No, is it? Is the nose tackle the defensive line? I don't remember. It's been too long. I just haven't played football in forever. Alrighty, so yes, sorry to hear about you, Johnny. Johnny's dead. Let it be known, everybody. Johnny died. Be sure to tell Aaron today. Johnny died today. We saw it happen. Johnny died. Anyways, God, I'm having fun today. This is just this. Actually, yeah, the show. Holy fuck, the show is flying by. We're almost done with the first hour. I'm having too much fun. This is a problem. I don't normally do these things when I'm not high. This is strange and unusual.
Rip Johnny. R.I.P. Cheer 100.
Thank you, Balls Deep. Oh. I was a slot receiver, cornerback, kick returner, punt returner, field goal blocker in high school. Only time I wasn't on the field was kickoffs. Yeah, because that was the only chance I got to shtup the cheerleaders. Did you say shtup? What is it, 1940? Would you like a martini? Alrighty. So, as I was saying, death farts. Death farts? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, God, Johnny. No, Johnny. Oh. This is why you've always got to tap your relatives when they're dead before you bury them, or else they just go off like a party favor, just in the coffin for hours. Now you're never going to get the smell out or the stain. Well, I suppose, who cares about the stain? The smell's less of a problem once you bury it, I guess. Self-fertilized. Our new coffins, we call them Soylent Brown. Because they hold you and all your shit. Oh. Anyways. Smell the shame. Oh, I don't want to smell the shame. You don't put water on grease fires. Well, then fucking they're screwed because all Italy's got around, all Greece has around it is water. Like the entire island. I don't know if you know this. Entire island is surrounded by it. Gonna be a problem. What the fuck is going on today? Oh, all right. Anyways, this is so weird. This is gonna be weirder when, like this time next week, we finally do have weed again. It's just fucking. It is gonna be a trippy fucking show. All right, let's get over to this video. I found this while perusing the internet. Once again, I have to say, white people, Walmart, we've done it. We've contributed to society.
Our kinds. They're a little racist
Hey,
stuff.
you probably need to cut that crap out.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Well, I just kicked the ball and they kicked me out.
Okay, because you were white?
I think so, honestly.
You need to reevaluate. You're probably manic or mentally ill or like...
I love the shirt.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I love the flag, too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
he just called us pedophile and told us we're going to split the gates of hell open.
Well, I mean, at least one of those is true. I'm not going to say which one. That's your opinion, but I bet at least one of those. When I gas my wife when we are laying in bed, I look at her and I say, "You did this to me." Sweet Jesus fallen. Why? Why would you do that to that poor woman? Oh, my Ivy's mother texted me once when I was still a DJ, and she texted me, and she started the text with your daughter, and you know that it's going to be either something you're extremely proud of or extremely embarrassed by when they say your daughter. And believe me, this was the first one. She says, your daughter just pulled the covers over my head and farted in my face and laughed hysterically. And I just went, oh my God, 3 years old, and already she's a crop dusting prodigy. I don't know what the glass ceiling is on this thing, but she's going to blow it right off. Holy Jesus. Oh. Thank you, Scruffy, for the 20, or Scruffy 25 for the 100 bits. Death farts. Jesus Christ. Yep, I was checking them out for sure. All right, so yeah, this dude is extremely fucking weird. And I gotta go back to one. This guy, like, I didn't expect to be on his side when I first saw the way he like approached the scene, but I love how he kind of immediately just goes, "You're kind of fucked up," and starts backing away. He literally goes, "All right, yeah, I'm gonna do that." It was a smart move too. Because you know what he didn't do? He didn't stay on that guy. He cut from Chubby right immediately to these two. And what the fuck do those two shirts say? I know one says transsexual menace.
I love the shirt. Thank you.
I love my transgender girlfriend. Oh no. It's gone too far. Dutch oven at 3. Yeah, dude. Dutch oven at 3. Fucking Dutch oven prodigy. Ahead of her time. And who'd have thunk? She's at least like a quarter Polak, you know, because I mean I'm half at the very least. So I mean I didn't even know there was Dutch in there. I knew there was Japanese because my mom had 1%, and I'm hoping to build on those numbers. I've been watching anime and eating ramen for fucking years now. Anyways, misspelled mentally ill boyfriend. Yeah, look, dude, just say you're gay, all right? Just say you're, that's fine. You're gay. Who cares? It's what you're into. I don't want to be a dick, but I do have a kind of personal rule, and I have a question. We'll never know, and it's not truly important. Bottom surgery? I'm guessing no. Guessing no. Guessing it's a flag, and I'm guessing it's implants, but I'm guessing that's as far as it goes.
I love the flag too.
So you're coming in your pants. Is that what you're doing? Jesus Christ, man. I don't know who this person is, but I don't want to give them credit, because why should we promote them?
Yeah, he just called us pedophile and told us we're going to split the gates of hell open.
The end is near, huh?
What's up, man?
The end is near?
Yeah, when Jesus came, he brought the kingdom with him, man.
Yeah, when Jesus came, he brought the kingdom with him, man. And he said, you know what? I'm going to hate everything I don't like, and anything I don't like, I won't stand for. Right. He did that. He ran around with the cross going. I don't know if you know this. Jesus wouldn't really be a big fan of you protesting those people. He'd be a bigger fan of you going off and living a good life. Again, this is one of those things where you have to, you know, pay it. Never mind. Paying attention isn't what you do.
Better get your balls ready. It's coming, right?
That was disrespectful, dude. I don't know who you are, what your name is, but you got in my face. All right? You got in my face like this. Don't do that again.
You're getting in my face too a little bit.
Don't do it again, okay? And don't be disrespectful to me.
I'm not being disrespectful.
Don't be disrespectful to me. Yeah, now we see why you're running around carrying a cross. You believe you are Jesus, and we're all supposed to worship you. Oh, don't disrespect me. Oh, easy, fucking Timber Tim. What are you gonna do, huh? While you're sitting here with your fucking black cross, hating on, what was it against? Was it against the LGBTQ community or whatever? I don't know what exactly your cross was about.
Okay? And don't be disrespectful to me.
I'm not being disrespectful. Yeah, I feel like you kind of liked it though.
The only way. Okay, something about the only way. Right. Because I remember they're like, and then they walked Jesus up to the hills, the Golgothan hills. And as they did, he said, yeah, and don't disrespect me, bitch. Put some respect on my name, or I'll make sure you're serving that shit in hell. You understand? I'm the king's son. Recognize who I am. Fucking Jesus. Imagine being killed by getting impaled by a cross. Nitpicking the Bible as usual, says the Tommy Gun Show. I mean, a little bit, yeah. If you're talking about him, absolutely. But redneck motherfuckers. Again, the whole like, you got in my face and you disrespected me. The dude is clearly being like, I get it. The guy's being a troll and he's trying to get a reaction. That's why he's like, the end is near, man. The end is near, dude. And that's why he's doing this with the camera on his head. Because then you don't see his face, and he doesn't actually bear any responsibility, but he gets to post this to Streamable, and he can load this up here like, look what I did. I don't have a job. But again, neither do you. Holding the cross saying the only way. It's what? It's technically the wrong direction. That's a
little. Been going there, they're kind of racist.
All right, brother, and he puts down the fucking cross. I gotta go back to that now. What the fuck?
Okay, and don't be disrespectful.
I'm not being disrespectful. Yeah, I feel like you kind of liked it though a little.
I feel like you kind of liked it though a little. I'm gonna say props to him for having some balls. And the dude didn't notice the camera. Yeah, I'm guessing either the camera is like a hidden cam thing, or he didn't notice the camera. But I'm guessing where it cuts out right here, where he's like, all right then, brother, and he puts the cross down. I'm guessing after this, either a very serious conversation happened, or this guy immediately folded like a fucking wet paper bag, just crumpled down, and just, oh, I'm sorry. I'm making videos. I'm being a fucker. I'm sorry. I'm being a dick. Like, I'll do that. I'll say stupid shit, and you can call me a fucker and a dick right in the, I'm guessing folded. Yeah, I'm guessing folded. You know what I love? I love how strong people stay in their religious convictions, despite all of the people who come back after they die and say it's bullshit. Oh, that's right. Religion's the only one that gets to sell you a product that can't be refunded or returned because no one's ever allowed to complain because the product is death. Ha That brick wall will make a head bounce, and that GoPro ain't going to give no cushion. You know what I mean? So I feel like this dude was just in for it. And that's all you got? You got those 3 bits? Too shame. By the way, I feel like that's my friend Josh Crozen over there. That's strange. He is a doppelganger, whatever city that is. Brick wall, make a head bounce. Wait a minute. What's what? What's what? What? Who's what? Who's what? I don't know what. Anyways, a new fad taking over China, that we might as well get into that because we're almost out of time in the first hour. We haven't finished our stories. All right. New fad taking over China as job scarcity is becoming a thing. Some people are finding work as, and I can't wait for this to catch on here. Are you ready? The new fad? Stay home or full-time child. Young people shut out of the labor market or burned out from overwork are being hired by their parents to do housework and be on hand whenever.
He's gotta puke! He's gotta puke!
Thank you, Wilmer, for the 100 bits. We are, I believe we're fully funded through tomorrow, I think, through tomorrow. And we're on to Wednesday. But we're not going to worry about goals on Wednesday because we have or was it Wednesday? Thursday. Thursday's the short show. Thursday. That's the one we don't have a goal on. So we have a goal on Wednesday. Thank you very much for the boom sticker. We'll let you know where we're at on that on tomorrow. Thank you for the 100 bits. All of that filters in on Twitch, and we'll process that all today. So let's, can we zoom this in? There we go. Yeah. You hire your kids to be your kids. I feel like this is the biggest scam children have ever pulled off. They were already your children. Couldn't you have just made them do that shit? Why do you have to pay them? And by the way, just curious, how old is your daughter? Something about this seems inappropriate. That's the biggest problem with you Asian people. I can't tell how old you guys are. You're like immortal. I mean, you could be the same age as her, and you could both be the same age as him, or he could be 4 centuries old, and you could be 1, and you could be a half. I don't know. I can't tell. Fucking damn it. Oh. The Uber hack is even better. Hire yourself to drive yourself around. Get paid. Right? Because, how could that possibly go bad? Six months ago, Xi Zhang, holy shit, Jia Zhang was still running her own small business in eastern Chinese province of Zhejiang. So Jia Zhang was running her own business in the Chinese province of Zhejiang. But it was hit hard by the pandemic, generating meager profits compared to her efforts. After thorough consideration, I'm out, said Zhang, a mother of 2 who was struggling to balance work with caring for her parents and children. Oh, so she's not, holy shit. She's not only your daughter, she's had kids? That lady looks too small and tiny and young to have popped out kids. That thing shouldn't be old enough to procreate. No. No, that looked like a teenager. Now she has a new job working for her parents full-time, just being their daughter. In exchange, they pay her 8,000 yen, $1,115 a month, which is about the average salary in China. My job is to spend time with my parents, for example, taking them to grocery stores and doing some household chores. Also, if my parents want to go out, I would make plans in advance, taking them to various stores. Thank you very much, Wilmer, for the 20 bits. Oh, Jesus Christ. In recent months, the hashtag full-time daughter and full-time son have been trending on Chinese social media platforms, attracting millions of views. They refer to adult children who, due to unemployment, are hired by their parents, mainly to do housework and be on hand whenever needed. Youthful unemployment has become a serious challenge for China, the world's second largest economy, especially after 3 years of zero COVID restrictions, weighed heavily on growth. The jobless rate among people ages 16 to 24 was a record 21.3% in June. The National Bureau of Statistics reported Monday. Similar figures have been reported in countries such as Italy, Sweden, while in Spain and Greece, they are even higher. In the U.S., the youth unemployment rate was 7.5% in June, according to the Federal Reserve. Many full-time children, including Zhang, have posted about their experiences online. More than 4,000 have gathered on Douban, a IMDb-like site that allows people to form communities akin to Facebook groups to discuss being full-time children. I'm a full-time child. I freak out. I have temper tantrums. I make my mom change me in the store. I'm a full-time child. I gotta admit, it sounds like a cushy gig. You can just... Wait, balls deep. Wait, what? The Uber thing. Yeah, no, Rusty Grammar, that won't work because you're paying for the Uber. And then you get less of the money because the Uber app takes a fee. So you don't even make all of the money and it's still your money. No, that's like a Ponzi scheme with one person. That's just called a no Ponzi scheme. Oh, ordinary person, GTA 6 universe HTML. I don't know what any of that is. I don't know why you linked it. I'm sorry. I will click that and take a risk, I guess. Let's see what ordinary person has for us. And cartoon from the GTA 6 universe. 17 days ago. Oh, so someone made their own content and is claiming it's going to be in GTA 6. All right, so someone lied. Ordinary person's a phony. Hey, everybody, this guy's a big fat phony. And I stole this bit from Family Guy. If you didn't know. All righty, there we go. Let's close that out. We have job scarcity still on that. I like cooking, and I cook lunch and dinner from Monday to Friday for my family, one 37-year-old full-time daughter wrote in their group. My parents give me money without interfering with my life. I'm extremely happy every day. Without interfering in my life. So your parents are just giving you money. Some full-time children fall into it inadvertently as they stall while trying to find jobs or pursue advanced degrees. Cece Gong, 24, jokingly calls herself a full-time daughter after living 3 years rent-free at her parents' home in the northeastern city of Dalian, and failing each year to pass China's intensely competitive postgraduate entrance exam, which was taken by a record 4.7 million people this year. I went through a horrible mental breakdown when I failed my first attempt, as well as a romantic relationship at the same time. Whose parents cover her expenses but don't pay her a salary. The time I spend at home served as a mental buffering for me. Is it a profession? It's not a profession, all right? These are literally at-home caregivers who are not trained, and you simply made them yourself, okay? This is really, really weird. Old people just wandering a store. I need my child. I need my child. I need a child. Someone help me. I'm an adult. Like I said, I can't wait to see. I'm amazed that hasn't fucking caught over here yet. And if it hasn't, it will. 5W40 Order saying, sup, Tucker? Sup, fuckers? Hey, man. How you doing? How you doing? Alrighty. Atomic Ray saying, ordinary fakes. Ordinary fakes? Do you? No. All right. None of us do. We're going to move on. All right. So, yes, if you are a person in China, that's got to be awesome. Like, hey, I became a professional child. I am a full-time daughter. So you're saying, like, you were a daughter part-time before? Like, this was a thing you could step in and out of? Full-time. Alrighty then. Nope. Got that. Gotcha. I never used an Uber or Lyft or a taxi before. You've never used that. All right, an Uber or a Lyft. You've never used a fucking taxi? Rusty Grammar? You've never used a taxi before. You've never once been like, hey, taxi, or called a cab, yellow cab, just any cab. Just never. Do you understand the concept? Do you get what we're going for here, son? Do you see what we're doing? Alrighty. Mao Zhu-Zin, principal economist. Yeah, I can't even. I'm sorry. I'm not going to butcher any more names. We're already into the second hour, and I have still one story to go. Oh, Jesus. So, the temperature, as we were talking about on the Steel Toe show recently, the temperature's been getting pretty warm. It's been getting close. It's almost like I can't do a show. Oh, thank you very much, Fat Conan. The temperature has been getting super duper warm in areas of the country, particularly in Texas. We talked about, you've heard the story, I'm sure, about the kid where the dad punched the window, get the baby out. Well, if you needed any more of like a, hey, dumb people, let's explain it in a way you can understand, I give you the National Weather Service of Midland, Texas, posting, come on, load the post. Posting on Facebook yesterday.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
What's with your Johnny Carson voice?
Oh, God, Johnny Carson? Shit. Wow, wacky, wild stuff. Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe that. All right, this envelope here, sis, boom, ba. The noise a sheep makes before it explodes. I mean, that's okay. Could be better, could be worse. Anyway, so let's get back to, you know what? We have a sound drop for that. Fat Conan, cisgender, what? I don't even know what that is. It was also -20 for a week here, too. It's called Minnesota, one of the only places in the world with 150 temp swing in 6 months. Yeah, dude, this temp thing wasn't from Minnesota. This is from Texas. But again, the point that I was saying is that the National Weather Service of Midland, Texas, has taken to Facebook to remind you that cars get hot, and if you needed a convenient, easy way to understand that, they literally...
Why did somebody...
Wrong button. They made fucking cookies in their car. The National Weather Service of Midland, Texas. Cookie update. It's currently around 105 degrees outside. After about an hour and a half. After about 4.5 hours and nearly 190 degree dashboard heat, we have mostly baked cookies. Even though ours weren't golden brown cooked, this heat is still incredibly dangerous to anyone left in a hot car. Look before you lock. Again, reminding you, hey, maybe make sure you don't leave someone in your car. It's kind of a death trap. I love that they also they were too honest to admit that, like, they didn't want to eat the cookies because they looked. What the fuck is that thing? Jesus Christ, Jackson Heath. What the fuck is that picture? It's an incredibly fat man drooling. He looks like he's Steven Seagal. And, well, no, just it looks like he's Steven Seagal. All right, I got to take the chat window off of here for a second. Where is it? There it is. That face is weird, all right? That is fucking weird. That is not okay. It's not okay. Cover your steering wheel with a towel. Seat also. I mean, yeah, cover your steering wheel with a towel. Seat as well. Crack a couple of windows. I mean, you need air circulation through there because that thing is a bunch of fucking glass sitting in the sun, and it's a giant metal box. It is not going to go well with regards to not overheating. It's just not going to go well. Oh, he's stroking it. I don't know if he's stroking it or not, but he's certainly leaking. Cookies bake at 350 degrees. If your car that hot, the inside would melt. Right, cookies bake at 350 degrees. But if you're willing to give it way more time than it needs, you can pull it off at 190, man. It's called a slow bake. I mean, I wouldn't eat them. I definitely... Ordinary fakes. Child Protective Services can find you a child, Johnny. All right, Atomic Ray. I don't know what that... I don't know how Child Protective... You know? Sometimes you don't need to know. I feel like that's good enough. We've accomplished it. Mission accomplished. We're good. Holy Jesus.
Cheer 100 what's with all the pores not having cooled vehicle seats.
Thank you, 5W40 Motor Oil, for the 100 bits. I don't know that vehicle didn't have cooled seats. I feel like that vehicle might have had cooled seats, but they were trying to bake cookies. I'm sorry, that picture's still up, and that dude just endlessly drooling creeps me out. Gotta make it go away now. Ugh. I don't feel good about that now. Now I feel dirty. All right, thank you for being part of the show. We're going to keep rocking and rolling for another 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we are just about to start our second hour stories. So we're on pace to do a good time for a great show. Now, the second hour is where we'll get to some of the more fun stuff that I had planned, including the Navy now apparently, let's drop the audio for just a second. The Navy now apparently wants to talk to the Congress about aliens. I guess UFOs are real. There is a bizarre fashion trend taking China's beaches by storm, and I guess it has something to do with heat. Amid the record heat, there's some sort of thing. And then we're going to hear from a governor who, I guess, apparently he was pro-Trump. Now he's not Trump, and he's running. He's doing a whole bunch of stuff. Alrighty. And then Biden's dog has apparently terrorized the Secret Service in another what I call convenient how Biden's a hard ass all of a sudden moves. Kind of like when you're what the fuck? I don't know where that noise is coming from. Jesus Christ. What the heck is that? Oh, God, it's this. Jesus. I was like, holy crap. It was the first one. I'm going through all of them like, what's still making noise? The audio's back up. Which Biden body double? I don't think it's the Jim Carrey one, because it's the one, whichever one has the dog. Because again, they keep kind of pushing the idea that, you know, he seems like a doddering old fool when you talk to him or when you see him speak in public. But behind closed doors, Biden's a whole other beast. He is such a yeller and a shouter, and just he's shouting. He's a mean old shouty pants. And yeah, guys, we can see that it's a complete fucking fake. We get it. They're doing these hit pieces that make their guy seem better. It's really fucking bad. So we're going to do one of those, because now apparently we've gotten to the dog, because James Woods, what? Did you see that LeBron's James' son is in the hospital with a heart issue? Yes, Northern Finlander. I talked about that on the Steel Toe show this morning. He's in the hospital with a weird spontaneous heart issue because, 3 years ago, that always totally happened. The dog is way too much for a man that struggles with stairs. Yeah, the dog is too much for a man that struggles with stairs, but I don't think the man takes care of the dog. I think the dog walks the man. Dirt. But yeah, we'll get to that. We're kind of getting out of the gate here, so let's just go ahead and kick into it. First being the upcoming congressional hearing to examine UFO claims. I feel like we keep bringing this back out. Could it be myocarditis, says Toastmaster. They certainly haven't said, kind of like the same way Jamie Foxx conveniently didn't say What miraculous condition put him in the condition he was in? Weird. Killed his son's basketball career. Effing loser. We don't know that. We don't know that. He could be rehabilitated. And by the way, maybe this was just one of those weird congenital heart defects. We have no idea if it was related to a specific thing that the government made a lot of us get one time. We have no idea if that's the case. Just a heavy suspicion based on a correlation of facts and previous occurrences. It's just, who are you going to believe? Anyway, let's get over to the real important issue. Like I was saying, it feels like they bring this one out again and again and again. Didn't we do this already? Didn't we have the UFOs fucking Senate hearing fucking thing? What? Why do we have to go in front of the congressional hearing again? It's almost like we're doing this to make some sort of dog and pony show to hey, distract people. We're trying to, sabotage Trump and ignore Biden, who's a giant criminal and really, really bad at it.
Closer this week to learning the truth about what the government really knows about UFOs. We call them UFOs. The government calls them unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs. Tomorrow, a House subcommittee will hear testimony.
I call them unidentified flying domes, or UADs. Nope, unidentified. It'd be UFDs. UFDs. D's nuts.
From former U.S. military and intelligence personnel who say they've witnessed these UAPs, and they say they defy physics. They defy known flight capabilities. Our next guest is one of those who will testify before the committee. He's a former Navy fighter pilot who says he witnessed the UAPs, quote, every day for at least a couple of years.
Nickel 6-1 Tango, Roger, Roger.
Oh, got it!
Roger, there's troubleshooting.
Did you box moving target?
No, I took an auto track.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Wow, look at it fly.
Joining us now is the founder of Americans for Safe Aerospace, Ryan Graves. It's really good to have you with us this morning. So we see that video and you're all kind of laughing. What is that? It became very serious for you, though.
Founders, I feel like you're a founder of an organization that's going after. Weird. How much money does your organization ring in? Just curious if there's kind of an aim at this. Because again, it seems very, very dog and pony show convenient that we're bringing out the aliens again. I feel like we either need to yay or nay. Either we're going with this or we're not. Either drop it and leave it alone or just fucking open up Area 51. Do one of the two.
I know part of your training as a fighter pilot is to be able to identify objects in the sky. Do you have any idea of what that was?
That's a cloud.
We don't.
That's a sun. And that looks like the moon. Oh, Jesus, I was looking at the sun too much. That one's real bright. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. That's an airplane. That's a Chinaman. That's another Chinaman. That's another Chinaman. Or as I like to call them, all my problems in one place. Holy Jesus, man. We can't trust him with weapons.
And to your point, being able to identify what's in the sky is a key part of being a fighter pilot. We're out there looking to identify who's operating off our coast, and when we can't ascertain who the owner is of a particular object, that's a pretty big national security concern for us.
A big national security concern. It's also something that hasn't gotten as much attention.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten a couple of hearings already. By the way, if you consider that might just be a balloon, I'm just saying it might just be a balloon. It's a balloon.
Around the Chinese spy balloon, you were saying it's not the same level of both public and official attention that we saw with that, for example, that we will see with these reports of UAPs or UFOs, as folks call them at home. Mm-hmm. Why do you think there is not the same level of interest or concern even?
Because people don't think aliens are real, okay? There's a fairly large group of people who are like, well, according to my book that was written thousands of years ago, aliens aren't a thing. And they would have known it. Those are the people who made the cosmos. Game, set, match. Look, if you go from Quagnar 7 to Earth, you'd be upside down. Universe is flat.
Played a large role in minimizing the topic. When you hear UFO and even UAP to some extent, your mind goes to that cultural conversation about aliens and things of that nature. We don't have enough information to say where these objects are originating from. That's part of what we're trying to do, gather more information and take a hard look at the data in a serious way so we can determine if there are national security concerns that will pop out. As we saw, if there is a part of the sky that we're not paying that much attention to, our adversaries will take advantage of that.
You know, you mentioned this reluctance in some cases to come forward. I would think both in the military, but also in the private sector, pilots, right? People need their jobs. This concern that if you come forward, it turns into, oh, you know, it's aliens and people will sort of make fun of you. Is there also a concern that could negatively impact your employment?
No. The reason that the civilian pilots don't report anything is because if they report anything, they might get alcohol tested, and then we'll find out they're all fucking schnockered. Look, if you've been tying one on since 9 a.m., and it's already 3:30, and you're about to fly this whole busload of people to Dubai, you're not going to tell them you saw anything out there because you're not sure you actually saw it. Might have just been the Jaeger.
Absolutely. And we're seeing that now with the military aviation community acknowledging that this is a real safety risk, all the way to the point of us actually shooting down unknown objects over the continental United States a couple of months ago for the first time in history. But even still, commercial airline pilots have no mechanisms to report this. If they see a UAP, their only instruction, if they should like to report it, is to funnel that information to local law enforcement or some UAP, UFO organizations that are out in the public sector. Mm-hmm. So we don't have a formal process to look at this, and that's a domain awareness gap.
That's a domain awareness gap. Yeah, or they're aware of it because,
getting word that
because that's kind of, those are their people. Look, they can't let you know that the aliens are coming, all right? They're gonna feed us up, man. They've been fattening us up for years, all right? It's gonna be buffet city. Fat Conan, dude, you're on to something. T-Mobile, what? Where is the winners of war gets it? Now I gotta go back and catch up with the chat. This is weird. I haven't had to do this in a while. Nobody at home is calling them UAPs. I mean, you say that. It is not alien season yet. I'm still focused on Missing Black People Week. What? It's Missing Black People Week? I thought that was... All right,
Cheer 100 hey dumb fucks. Have you ever heard of dash cams?
Are we suggesting that the airlines get dash cams? Why didn't I consider dash cams? I don't know, maybe because we never run into anything ever. What do we need a dash cam for? That is a beautiful answer. And it seems so obvious, but then again, at the same rate, I can get where we may have missed that one. You can see how that one might have squeaked under the door just a tinge. Whew. All right. Oh, God. I'm having... a lot, and I mean...
Cheer 100 you can save 15% with Geico when using dash cams.
Thank you, 5W40 Motor Oil, enlightening all of us by telling us you can save, what was it, 15% with Geico by switching to dash cams. I keep seeing articles by Dr. Sanjay Gupta, and I'm starting to get annoyed with him. Like, I didn't want to do this one. People have been talking about it, but I want to actually hear Sanjay talk about it because I'm about to be pissed at him. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, this is rare on Bronny James suffering cardiac arrest. No, that's the problem. It's not rare. It's becoming more current, and you seem to have a very vested interest in ignoring the reason.
Bronny James, who is going to be a freshman basketball player at USC, suffered cardiac arrest while at a practice yesterday. Let me read a statement that was just provided to us by the family. It says, yesterday while practicing, Bronny James suffered a cardiac arrest.
And no,
Tier 100 later bitches. Boner, 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 boner.
All right. Got to get your boners in before you go. Thank you, 5W40 Motor Oil. Are we? They better get to the Sanjay part, because I'm sorry, I can't just sit here and ignore this. This shouldn't happen. To suddenly have cardiac arrest like this, suddenly have cardiac arrest like this, you should not have that happening to you if you're that man. There has to be an explanation of some kind. But I'm almost positive that we're not going to be allowed to talk about what that actual complication might be, and it might be the thing that everyone insisted we get, even if we didn't want to. Did the Obama chef have cardiac arrest too? No, I don't. I heard someone say that the person who died had no relation to the Obamas in a story I was reading on CNN. So, wow, it's a CNN story. They probably lied. Probably. Maybe he lied about having symptoms so he could pass a physical. Right. That makes sense. Because, he's not going to give up this career, this dream he has. I mean, after all, otherwise he only has his dad's mega millions to fall back on. So, I mean, better go see if you can skip the test, man. Don't stress yourself too hard.
Medical staff was able to treat Bronny and take him to the hospital. He is now in stable condition and no longer in the ICU. We asked for respect and privacy for the James family, and we will update the media when there is more information. LeBron and Savannah, the parents of Bronny, wish to publicly send their deepest thanks and appreciation to the USC medical and athletic staff for their incredible work and dedication to the safety of their athletes. So cardiac... Right.
Now, again, hey, a person who didn't even know LeBron James had reproduced also highly didn't care. Was it due to the booster? Was it part of the now continuing to happen, and I'm just going to lean in on it on my own show, fuck it. Was it part of the continuing to happen COVID-19 vaccine side effect thing that we see? Is it part of the continuing trend of children who had no need to be boosted other than it was a financial windfall for a pharmaceutical company that cannot be sued for the side effects of myocarditis and other shit happening? Are we kicked off of YouTube yet? Is YouTube crashed yet? Have we been silenced on YouTube? Just saying, YouTube doesn't like when you mention it seems like the vaccine is killing people. I'm just saying YouTube doesn't like that. They consider it misinformation, by which I mean information they don't want anyone to mistakenly hear.
Arrest while at a practice yesterday. Importantly and crucially, before we have any more discussion, resting comfortably, no longer in the ICU. Let's get right to CNN Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Sanjay, you've now seen the statement. Andy Scholes, I'm told, is with us as well. Sanjay, you've now seen this statement. Give us a sense of what you see here, what this means to you.
Well, so he's 18 years old. Sounds like he had this sudden cardiac arrest. There was a very fast, it sounds like, resuscitation, taken to the hospital. But as you point out, given the fact that he was in the intensive care unit but was then able to leave the intensive care unit and is on a general care floor, that is obviously the most important sort of headline there. Obviously.
No, obviously you're ignoring the part, obviously, that we all think, obviously, that you're a fucking page shill, Sanjay, obviously, because you're not kind of mentioning, obviously, that maybe he got this problem, obviously, after getting not 1, not 2, but 3, 4, 5. Get all the boosters, obviously. You'll know if they heard it. It'll start buffering in a few minutes. YouTube is more worried about ad dollars. Can't scare away those pharmacy bucks. I mean, why would the pharmacies need to add? I mean, at this point, why don't they just pull the same thing with COVID, where they just go, hey, how about we shove this shit down your throat? You're not allowed to complain, and just for funsies, government can pay for it top down, so that way we don't have to worry about it. We can charge whatever we want. We can make money hand over fist. It's a giant restructuring of wealth for, CEOs and shit. What's not to love? Capitalism, democracy. Democrats want to put you in poverty. All right. But yeah, Sanjay Gupta, tell me how this is rare, but just completely, again, you're a complete piece of shit if you're a doctor and you won't even acknowledge what is obviously happening around here, and fucking you can't. I just read stories. I don't have medical training. I just keep reading stories. Actual news stories of actual people actually dying, and we can't actually talk about what might be actually causing it because you might actually be receiving kickbacks.
The cardiac arrest, what exactly triggered that, what caused that, that's what the doctors are going to be sort of investigating over the...
My guess, again, not that you'll talk about it or even look into it, but my guess is that maybe, I don't know, Pfizer played a role. I mean, or Moderna, like one of those is my guess. Not really the Johnson & Johnson one, because from what I understand, the Johnson & Johnson one was kind of quietly shelved and then pushed off and ignored, and because they wanted everyone to take the mRNA one, and then people were like, "Well, I don't trust that stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, but we need guinea pigs, so do it. Just do it." He was taken to the hospital, and Sanjay, you've gone a really far way to not say anything. Please explain what might have caused this.
The next several days. This is rare. We know that a few thousand people who are young athletes do suffer sudden cardiac arrests every year.
No. We do know that a few thousand people who are young athletes have started suffering cardiac arrests at an increasing rate every year for the last 3 years. Weird. The kid flop his dad does all the time. Do you think he goes one-on-one with his kid and lets him win? I think that's what he says if he loses.
Different reasons that can happen, electrical abnormalities of the heart. We know, for example, with Damar Hamlin, it was related to something known as cordis commotio, which is a blow to the chest wall.
No. We know with Damar Hamlin that's a very convenient... Again, I don't believe a thing coming out of your crooked fucking mouth, asshole. I think you're fucking selling me a pile of shit. I think Sanjay Gupta is a shill-selling pile of shit. I mean, I started to think that when you went aggressively after Joe Rogan because, he dared to follow a doctor's advice. And that is a very doctor thing to do. I'll give you that, Sanjay. It is very doctor-like to be like, hey, you took another doctor's advice? Fuck you. Other doctors aren't me. I'm right. I'm the science. My name is Fauci. I mean, Sanjay.
Don't know what happened specifically with Bronny James.
I do.
But,
I do. We said, no, you need to get a booster. No, you need to get 2 boosters. No, you need to get 3 boosters. No, it's not really tested, but do it. Do it. Because it'll make us safe from the boogeyman that is coronavirus. The boogeyman that, again, the problem is the boogeyman didn't exist. So now I feel like the people that shilled this shit vis-a-vis you, people like you, Sanjay, you need to be held accountable. Round him up. Tribunal time. So yes, Sanjay Gupta is not going to say what we're all thinking, that it's very likely, not that we know, but it's very likely that whatever cardiac condition he had might have been revealed or unmasked by a medication he took, to quote a story from earlier. Why is this thing so wiggly? It cannot. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, alrighty. So, the vaccine is racist. If it wasn't rushed, would you get jabbed and boosted? I know you're asking that to the Tommy Gun Show. I'd still say no. Here's what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't get jabbed in the first place. I got the Johnson & Johnson. I got one of them, and I got the Johnson & Johnson because it was one and done. And I did it because I was a DJ and I wanted to continue working. And that's the other thing that really pisses me off about this is they put this shit in a way that, like, some of us, like entertainers, where you don't have a fallback plan. You got a DJ. You got to do this shit. Guess what you need to do? You got to be able to fucking walk into a bar, and if they're like, hey, we need you vaccinated, you got to be vaccinated. If you're doing a wedding and they suddenly decide that fucking 2 months beforehand, we're going to have a lot of old people there, everyone has to be vaccinated. You got to be fucking vaccinated. No mRNA is good, though, says Scruffy. Yeah, I didn't do the mRNA, but still. It just, again, we didn't need it. It was a complete overreaction. It more and more looks like it was a political act to fucking sabotage Trump's economy and quell an uprising in China at the same time. And then, again, pieces of shit like Sanjay Gupta are going to come on here with a straight face and go, this is a very rare thing, and, you know, and not even once going, you know, it's because of stuff like this, we need to start seriously asking if there might be some side effects to this medication that people like me irresponsibly pushed on people over and over again. But he won't do that.
In any given year, this does happen thousands of times. Sometimes it can be a structural abnormality of the heart that was never really recognized until now. Wasn't recognized until someone actually first has a problem with it. It could be an electrical problem with the heart.
It could be
again, that was unrecognized till.
It could be the vaccine, asshole. Just admit it. It could be the vaccine. It could be. Because I'm sorry, I've heard he had a rare congenital heart defect thing. That was a once-in-a-million story before. Now I'm reading a fucking story every couple of days about some fucking athlete who drops dead. Watching athletes and professionals who are in the television and entertainment industry passing out and dropping dead fucking out of nowhere. Ugh. You deal with the public into situations, even if it isn't COVID, there's still the flu, ECT. Yeah, and it's just, isn't tyranny fun, says Scruffy. No, it's not. It's not fun, and like I don't, the public is full of morons. Yeah, the public is full of morons, but my point is I'm one of those people where it's like I'm one of those people when I don't like something, I got to do something about it. I got to change the situation, and if I cannot change the situation, if there's absolutely nothing I can do, then I got to go. I can't be in a situation that I can't stand, that it needs to change. And this is just one of those things where I'm like, this needs to change. Like, I watched too many friends and family people like in the comedian world and in the fucking small business world get fucking held down and butt fucked by all this shit. And then people like this asshole would fucking spew garbage about anyone who went against the narrative, like Joe Rogan. And now this asshole has the audacity to just sit here and be like, blah, 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 blah. No. You know, it could be this, it could be that. Well, then have the balls to say what else it could be. But again, you won't, because then Pfizer might ask for their money back. And I don't know if you do this, if you knew this or not. Sanjay Gupta doesn't really work with patients because he makes more money being a corporate shill.
now. So we'll get more of those details. But again, the most important thing, thankfully, is that he appears to have been resuscitated successfully. And in terms of how doctors are looking at him now, they think that he is stable enough to not need intensive care at this point, which is also good news.
Which also means that it's probably not like some sort of
perfectly normal at first.
It also explains why it might not be like a heart condition or something. If you had a congenital heart defect or something that they found, I feel like you wouldn't just be on like, oh, well, we can put you on the basic floor. No. If you had your heart like completely fucking messed up because of some sort of myocardial thing, then it'd just be like, well, can't really control when it happens. Oh, and by the way, I'm sure if they find it out, Sanjay Gupta will be the first one to come out and go, yep, it was, it was that, it turns out he had a reaction to the vaccine, It's just that what it is. That's what it was. Oh, God. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe, what would work for me? If I could at least, like, be in a position where I could have, like, Sanjay on a show, and I could be like, do you ever feel bad about how you lie? He'd be like, what? I don't lie. But when you went after Joe Rogan, you attacked known medical knowledge. You knowingly lied. When you talk about stories where obviously we can talk about how the vaccine might have something to do with this, but you refuse to because, again, you knowingly hide it because it's almost like, how much money do they pay you? Like, how much is that worth to you, betraying the American people? It looked like a Japanese zero. What? I don't know what we're talking. Cheers, Johnny. I have no idea what looked like a Japanese zero. No idea. Alrighty. Okay, so let's keep going with this because we do have a show to keep going for another hour and 45 minutes. Chris Christie is running for election and for president. He figured, why should Taft be the only fat fuck in the White House? Anyways, yeah, did I really do that? I did. They don't view us as human, just commodities to use for their own gain. Well, I don't know if I'd put Sanjay all the way up there on that list, but I mean, I get how you're saying like the politicians and stuff. Like, yeah, I don't think they view us as human, but I also don't view them as human. The only thing I think they have is just, protection from me. Yeah, you know what we gotta beware. Yeah, be watching out for the vigilante cripple. He's rolling up on you. I'm Batcar. Fucking Jesus. Can we make a Batman where he doesn't quit after he gets handicapped and he just kind of swings in on his fucking wheelchair? Like his fucking Iron Wing. Wheels. I don't know. What do we call that? I don't know. Anyways, so speaking of people who you can't view as human, because Jesus Christ, he's like several of them. Chris Christie is running for mayor, and he's using a very interesting tact because he's going as a Republican, so he's going against Donald Trump, someone that he's a fan of and friend of. So it's got to be weird. You're gonna have to distance yourself. How do you stand out from the pack when you were a Trump fan? Well, he's got an answer to that. Here we go.
And hold up eating there, okay, Jim, because he's going to fall over on this. I had an $11 billion deficit that I inherited on a $29 billion budget. $11 billion deficit. And when this all came out publicly, and we were having to try to deal with balancing it, my friend Donald Trump called me, this is in 2010, with a suggestion. He said to me, Chris, go bankrupt. I said, no, you don't understand, Donald. States are not allowed to go bankrupt. And he goes, no, I know. Just do it anyway. He said, it'll be tied up in the courts for years. He said, and then everyone will just remember that you fought to not have to pay this money. And whatever the courts figure out, then they figure it out. But you look like a winner. That was his suggestion to me. So should we be surprised that he ran up $6 trillion in debt in 4 years.
Again, a lot of that COVID stuff at the end there, I don't really feel that was him. But, okay. All right. But what did you do about your deficit situation? How did that end? I notice you're not currently in office. Can we talk about any of that? Really weird how you put this anecdotal story in there, but then you left out what happened with your plan.
And what do you think he'll do when he never has to answer to you again?
Yes.
When you hear.
And what do you think Chris Christie will do when he gets in there? Spoiler alert, it's eat all the food. Again, buddy, how did that go for you? You're not in. It's really weird when someone who's no longer in office, like they got voted out, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to run for president now because, I sucked at my last job, so I should have a better one. This guy has a 6 trillion elephant ears debt. Oh, no. You weigh 16 tons. What do you get? Chris Christie running for president. You weigh... I gotta say, though, this is one of the weird things that I gotta say. This coronavirus thing, I feel like conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat time. There's a streamer I love watching named Decoy Voice. He sells these things called tinfoil beanies. They're cloth beanies, but they look like they're tinfoil, the design, whatever. I'm going to have to get one of those because I feel like I need that for the show. I need the tinfoil beanie right now because I think I have an idea. Man, we aren't seeing any, and I mean any like obese people dying from like heart conditions and things associated with the jab. And we're certainly not hearing any stories about it, though. Maybe it's happening. But I feel like it's almost like the mRNA was set up to target the healthy ones, so that way we'd have a weak populace that can't fight back even if they wanted to because they can't get off their couches. They're stuck there. The remotes and the Doritos hold them down forever. And should any of them dare to physically exercise to the point where they could raise a fist against the hierarchy, they will have a heart attack. And it'll start by weeding out the strongest of us right away. Biden is literally fucking everyone right now. Yeah, that's my whole thing with all of this election stuff. When anyone wants to talk about how Trump is a bad guy. Oh, Trump's a bad guy. Yeah, but Biden's worse. Moving on. Again, oh, Trump did this. Biden's worse. Trump did that. Biden's worse. Trump's greedy and he only enriches himself. Biden did the same thing at the expense of the American taxpayer through his middleman China and the Ukraine. Anyways, actually, let's get to some of that. Let's move on from this. Because we have an hour and we have an hour and 45 minutes. Well, an hour and 40-ish minutes in the show. So let's get through this. Biden's dog commander terrorizes Secret Service in extremely aggressive rampage, according to emails. President Biden's dog commander, the nearly 2.5-year-old German Shepherd, who replaced former first dog Major over what? President Biden's fucking A, Fox News, eat a goddamn dick. You switched my fucking story again. I was reading that. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, Fat Conan. God damn.
How fast is rush order teas?
I don't know. How fucking cheap is fucking Fox News that they keep fucking moving these stories along? President Biden's dog commander, the nearly 2.5-year-old German Shepherd who replaced former first dog Major over aggressive behavior, bit 7 people in a 4-month period, according to a new report. One of the most serious incidents involving Commander, according to internal Secret Service communications first reported by the New York Post. led to the White House physician's office referring a Secret Service officer to the hospital for treatment on November 3rd of 2022 after the individual was bitten by the dog on the thigh and arm. Ooh. Other emails released under the Freedom of Information Act to conservative legal group Justice Watch revealed that Commander had broken the skin of another Secret Service member's hand and arm just weeks later after Biden removed his leash outside the White House following a family movie night. In January, Commander bit and latched on to a security technician's back at Biden's home in Wilmington, Delaware. Well, you know, they were worried that that technician had another laptop, and they didn't want another one of those getting out. These shocking records raise fundamental questions about President Biden and the Secret Service, said Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton. According to the outlet, this is a special sort of craziness and corruption where a president would allow his dog to repeatedly attack and bite Secret Service and White House personnel, and rather than protect its agents, the Secret Service tried to illegally hide documents about the abuse of its agents and officers in the Biden family. No, can we talk about what this really is? What this really is? This is so fucking gross. This family had a dog. Because they have to have a pet. You have to have a family pet. Every White House family has to have a cat. The Clintons had a cat. The Bushes had their dogs. You got to have your... The Obamas like, well, girls, I guess you're going to get that puppy. Like, I mean, you... Again, this is some stupid fucking tradition that we have to have. That you have to have a presidential pet. Biden's too old to take care of a pet. And he had to pick a good, strong, masculine dog. He couldn't just pick any fucking... He couldn't pick a namby-pamby little gay poodle. He couldn't go on there with a Chiweenie like my boss would. He wouldn't do that. Why? Because he'd know that they'd all know he's gay. And he'd be like, look at the dick on this fucker. Anyway, so, again, the whole thing with this is the dog has to be there because the Bidens have to have a dog. What do you mean? The president doesn't have a dog? I rescind my last comment. That dog voted for Trump, and his vote was changed by Dominion. Dog sounds like a liberal, bro. I mean, I don't know. The dog doesn't sound like... really, you could make that... Thank you, Rusty Grammar. You pointed out how you could put that on either side. You could be like, nah, dude, that dog doesn't sound like a liberal, bro. That dog's standing his ground, biting any libtard that gets in his fence, man. Sounds to me like that dog is super based, like base pup alpha. Or you could go, nah, man, if you've been paying attention to the woke people, they don't get their way. It's time to start shooting. You remember that trans lady or whatever that decided that, you know, because their gender identity didn't work out the way they wanted, they had to take it out on a bunch of kids with an assault rifle? That happened. So, of course, this dog is attacking people. It's so woke. It's the Antifa of dogs. Again, the point being... The dog is a fucking photo op. The poor animal is a prisoner. Nobody gives a shit about it. The only reason the animal's involved with any of this shit is because, well, good for the photos. The American people need to see their president with his dog. In October of 2022, a Secret Service officer emailed colleagues warning that it was only a matter of time before Biden's canine pet bit an officer. Commander has been exhibiting extremely aggressive behavior, the officer wrote on October 26. The most serious incident involving Commander occurred on November 3rd when a Secret Service officer was seated at the bottom of a stairwell in the White House. The dog came down the stairs and walked toward the officer, according to an internal agency email. That's not the time for this, ears. I don't need tinnitus. Before he bit the officer's arm on the tricep area, the officer stood up. Commander bit down on the quad muscle area of the officer's leg. Oh. One officer stated that the attack victim reported a considerable amount of pain and used a steel cart to shield himself from the dog's attack. 2 days after the incident took place, the officer who was attacked emailed a colleague who asked about their recovery, writing, "My leg and arm still hurts. He bit me twice and ran at me twice." The inquiring colleague responded, "What a joke. If it wasn't their dog, he would have already been put down freaking clown needs a muzzle. Several other incidents involving Commander were also noted in the report, highlighting the emails, including some that directly involved members of the First Family. While First Lady Jill Biden walked Commander in the Kennedy Garden near the East Wing of the White House, the dog bit a Secret Service uniformed officer on the thigh, or left on the left high? No, you meant left thigh. Jesus. Causing bruising, tenderness, and pain. All right, so we didn't in the bite area, according to the communication reported. Walks through a neighborhood with Commander. Again, Commander's a photo op. 4 days later, on November 14th, another officer noted in an email that he had to defend himself from the dog with a chair. Why don't you just tell Joe if his dog attacks, you're going to shoot him? The officer said he heard the dog bark with a loud, aggressive sound, looked up, and saw him at the landing of the usher staircase. I made eye contact with him and grabbed a black chair I was sitting on and held it in front of me while backing up. Jesus, this dog sounds like a pit bull. Skeezy Whitefish. Damn it, the dog found another bag of Hunter's cocaine. I'd believe it. That's a bad dog. Yeah, that is a bad dog. Bad doggy. They feed the dog Hunter's Coke. Of course it's going to be aggressive. Right? It's a Coke dog. What the hell are they doing to this dog? Asked Labglass. Well, a Labglass, I think we've discovered what they're doing to this dog is either feeding it Coke, or I'm guessing just because of the stuff I've learned about the Bidens in the last 4 years, I'm guessing they fuck it. Like, I mean, just the factual knowledge that is available and readily knowable for anyone that wants to look, the actual truthful information just sitting out there. Nobody's hiding it. It's not buried on the fucking dark web. There's just a whole bunch of kind of really, really questionable family lines crossed in that family. Wow. Let me just say this. Now that I'm thinking about it, after the stories I've heard of what's happened to Hunter's sister and Hunter's niece and everything, I kind of want to go to Jill Biden and go, you're a horrible cunt. You're just letting these guys do this? You're just letting them. What do they do to you? What do you get out of it? You're a horrible cunt. You should have been putting these guys in the fucking ground, man. You should have been front and center going, hey, we got to do something about these child effers over here. Because I'm sorry, it's actually public knowledge that Hunter had an inappropriate relationship with his niece. Okay? With his niece. Oh, God. And apparently, old Joe had some questionable shit with his... Again, Jill, how do you sleep at night, bitch? How? How do you do it? I gotta know. How do you sleep next to that guy, knowing what he's done to your daughter? Because let me just say, one thing I am infinitesimally glad for is that I have zero doubt that if I had even a cunt hair of such an inkling like that with my daughter, her mom would flat out kill me. And I'm glad, because I would want to die immediately if that was the kind of person I was going to become. He sleeps naked under silk sheets, rolling in money. Yeah, that's how he sleeps. How does she sleep? And if you're saying Jill's just the babysitter, well, I know she's definitely changing his diapers. That's got to suck, huh, Toots? Yeah, you changed his kids' diapers after you crapped them out, and now you got to do his. Oof. The worst part is, he thinks it's pudding. The problem is you got to keep him from eating the damn shit. Literally. Oh, wow. I am really riding fucking fast and loose over rules and stuff today. I am so going to be surprised if I don't get in trouble. Alrighty. Agency employees are encouraged to report any job-related injuries. Right. Following the Post report, Elizabeth Alexander, who serves as a communication director for the First Lady, told Fox that the Bidens are working on additional leashing protocols and training for commander. Again, could you maybe not have a photo op for a pet? Could you just not have the pet? You're too busy. You've got too many things going on. You clearly can't be good, responsible dog owners. It's not what the Bidens are capable of. Kind of like running a good criminal empire or a good government or balancing a budget. These are just not Biden qualities. Stick to what you're good at. Poorly stealing America's money and funneling it to Ukraine. She let him. I don't know about any of that. That's allegedly. I don't know about it. They're working on it, guys. Nothing. Right, we're working on additional leashing protocols. How many members of the Biden family has he bit? Because that's another thing that seems weird. So this dog will bite the Secret Service and everything else, but the Bidens are okay? Oh, fucking Jesus. Upon his return, Major was involved in another incident in the White House. Wait a minute, what? I thought they got rid of Major for... All right. The string of attacks from Commander ranging from September to January came after Biden's former dog, Major, was ousted from the White House over similar behavior. So, thank you, Wilmer, for the 100 bits. Trucker 18-wheeler saying, Trucker 18-wheeler saying she sleeps on soft sheets and lots of money. Joe doesn't know he has money. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Joe doesn't know a lot right now. Joe knows he likes ice cream. That's what Joe knows. Alrighty. Thank you for watching on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We're having a great time. And if you're having a great time, give the old like, the old subscribe, all that good shit, and keep this show growing. Alrighty, so the Biden family's dog. All right, so if your dog Major was a problem, and you got rid of Major, and now fucking Commander's a problem, why do I feel like the problem is not the dog, the problem is the dog owner? I feel like this is a very clear case where you've had the same behavior from two different dogs. It might be that you guys are not good with dogs. I feel like you're really just not good with dogs. I'd say pets in general. In fact, you guys aren't really good with responsibility now if I think about it. The daughter, the niece, the son. I mean, heck, when your son fucking pulled a whole bunch of shit, you bent over backwards to keep him out of jail so hard that one of the ladies on the view, let's not forget the thing that's important here, a father who cares for his son. Yes, a father who's using the Constitution as toilet paper so he can cover up the crimes of his son. Oh, that's great. He's just a loving dad. Shepherds bite assholes. That's the way it is. That's just the way it is. The G-men never change. That's just the way it is. They're all really assholes. I mean, it makes sense. It tracks. I'd buy it. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't just buy it. Let's be clear about this.
I'd buy that for $1.
Alrighty. So speaking of animals, if you read the description, you may have read a line that teased this story where I said, what is your favorite, which Disney pet would you yiff? Because apparently Polygon tweeted something, which is a link to a story. And when I flip this over, because normally I don't read stories with the screen up here, but when I flip this over, just God damn it, guys. Come on. Disney's hottest animal characters ranked, and the scientific explanation for thinking they're sexy. See, it's okay, guys. We can want to fuck the tiger, and here's why. Is it weird that I always wanted to do the kid from the Jungle Book? No, close. I don't want your stupid thing. Yeah. Don't sign me up for notices. Is this? Nope, that's 100. That's 100. Before the Disney edition of Would You Rather became a TikTok fad, it was one of my favorite games to play with my theater nerd friends. We ranked typical Disney princesses or princes and princesses as potential suitors, Flynn Rider, Jasmine, Aladdin, Esmeralda, etc. But every so often an animal snuck into our rankings too. No. Because Disney's anthropomorphic animals are designed to be as attractive as the humans. Yeah, they are humanized, but you should not be feeling lustfulness for a cartoon cat. You shouldn't be feeling. Look, man, I love Puss in Boots, but I love I love Salma Hayek, but I do not want to fuck Salma Hayek's character in Puss in Boots. Okay, I do not want to be attracted to a black cat in Puss in Boots. That's fucked up. More proof that leftists are zoophiles, Johnny. Yeah, apparently, did Trump have a pet? I don't think Trump had a pet. I think Trump's pet was Twitter, and he beat the shit out of it to beat the shit out of other people. I think that was Trump's pet. Twitter. I don't think Trump had a pet. Yeah. What do you know? Anyways, so became fade. We ranked typical Disney. There are scientific reasons for people to be attracted to Disney animals in Nicholas Salmon's book, Babes in Tomorrowland. All right, someone check this guy's computer. Nicholas Salmon. The book is called Babes in Tomorrowland, Walt Disney and the Making of American Child. Bambi animator Marcy Davis recalls studying real animals to inspire his drawings, but giving them human expressions and relatable movements so viewers could emotionally identify with them. I took a huge book on baby behavior, and every interesting child's face I would interpret into the mask of this young deer. Again, explaining how he chose to draw an animal character, an artist said he took a book of babies' expressions. It makes sense, but at the same rate, if you read it with a skewed point of view, it's like, why did you have a book of baby expressions? What are we doing with that, homie? Lola Rabbit is WB fuck. I mean, look. Yes, Lola Bunny is highly sexualized. And I still think if you've got the hots for Lola Bunny, we need to be talking about your proclivities, because no, okay, like it's an animated like the people are like, oh, you know, I like that Miss Hops and in the no Judy Hopps is no. You are not desperate to pump. Oh, fucking. Why do people want to pout? This is wrong. Oh, the Bambi animals weren't as cartoonish as the ones in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, supervising animator Eric Larson said, resembling big flour sacks. And as the decades went on, the line between human and animal characteristics in Disney characters continued to blur. Yeah, this all sounds like a 50 Shades of no. Get your dick out of that deer. Get your dick out of Bambi. In an online interview, Sex and Sexuality in Modern Screen Remakes, author Dr. Lauren Rosewarne explains why people get so thirsty for Disney animals. No, they shouldn't be. You should be explaining why we need to keep an eye on people who get thirsty for Disney animals, okay? There are actual humans on this planet. A lot of them are adults. Find one that's consenting and to your liking. And fuck that. Why do you have to pound a deer? Why do you have to have some sort of sexual relation to the character on the screen? Why does it always have to come back to your genitals? When a character that is palpatively an animal speaks with a sexy voice and human physical elements, curvy hips, cleavage. Why are we deer don't have tits. All right, so biceps. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. Lola Rabbit, nice fucking buns, hun. Rabbits don't have tits. The producer is presenting a sexualized animal to the audience. None of this is an accident. That's kind of the point. They're just saying it out loud. None of this is an accident. We're subverting the culture, man. You get them cool to thinking, hey, how about we start, sticking one in old Grizzly because only you can stoke his forest fire. And then after that, we'll be like, now let's talk about your kids. Wait a minute, what? No. Toastmaster saying, actually they do, but they're on their stomach. Yes, that's my point. Yeah, I didn't say it appropriately. You're very, very right, Toastmaster. Rabbits do have, they do lactate. They do have breasts. They do have nipples. They do feed their young, but they are not on their chest. They're not front and center. For some audience, this presentation won't be particularly meaningful. In others, it's vaguely attractive, and for others, the display will be distinctly arousing. Producers know this and cash in on it. Yes, and again, thank you for pointing out exactly what I'm saying is kind of creepy about this whole thing. You guys are like, hey, how about we just sexualize the deer? And some guy that kind of was like, hey, I don't want to kill anything on hunting season, but I do want to unload. And that guy will come here. He'll buy tickets. He'll buy a bucket of popcorn just to butter it. Fucking Jesus. Lab Glass Project. Leave furries alone, Johnny. No. Furries is one thing. If you're effing a person in a furry costume, that's fucked up. But at least it is an actual person. It's just... could you wear this for me in the bedroom tonight? It's a set of antlers. Yeah, I know. It seems strange. So what was the weirdest thing your ex used to do? Oh, my fucking ex was into fucking deer play. Deer play? Yeah, he's into fucking deer play. He'd spread some corn and oats on the floor, and I'd have to come over with my rack on my head and start eating it, bend over like, I love this corn. I sure do love these oats. I am an innocent deer in the wild, doop-a-doo. And then he'd come up, and half the time, he'd just stick it straight in my pooper. Honestly, I didn't care. It was kind of a small pecker anyway, so, you didn't feel much. I've had bigger shits. And then, all of a sudden, he's like, he's rutting and stuff, and he's putting deer piss out. And finally, there was one point where he's like, can we bring an actual buck into our bedroom and, like, you F him and I watch? And I was like, that is it. Whatever happened to fucking reverse cowgirl, you sick fuck? Oh. Gurmy going, Deer Butch? And then Lab Glass, now you're talking Deer Butch's language. Yeah, that one's going to get back to him. Starting on OnlyFans, Deer Porn. Oh, God. All right, so let's finish this gross story up. So it's perfectly logical that Disney animals play a big part in kids' early sexual development. That's even worse. With that in mind, let us take a journey through the hottest animals in the Disney animal kingdom. Hey guys, all right. Now, before we do this, I want to give a warning to our audience. We have an hour and 15 minutes left in this program, and I'm going to scroll through 20 of the hottest animals in Disney history. Try not to blow your load too soon. Just saying. Starting off number 20, we have Bernard from The Rescuers. I'm sorry. I don't find Bernard sexy. No. That's a mouse only a mother could love, and only a mother did. Spoiler alert, Bernard is mom. Bernard is riddled with anxiety and AIDS, from what I heard. All right, so now 19, Tramp from Lady and the Tramp. Of course, everyone loves a bad boy, but he should have gone a little higher. I feel like he could have done better. Jessica Rabbit is number 1, I bet. Oh, I guarantee you Jessica Rabbit's up near the top because she's anthropomorphized. She's gone so far into the human realm that she's not really a bunny. She's just an excessively furry person with gigantic ears. And that's really all it is. Alrighty, so, and she has, like, hobbit feet. Alrighty, so, Rita from Oliver and Company. Yeah, that dog looks slutty. That dog looks like, she's a part of hookup culture, all right? Let me just say, that dog got spayed just because she knew she wasn't keeping those puppies. Alrighty, so Beast from Beauty and the Beast. I'm gonna say this: if you find Beast hot, I question your sexual preferences. I feel like that is one incredibly rough looking dude. That is definitely. Rescue, it's society, hands held high, touch the sky, you mean everything to me. Not sure if that's the last part. One of my favorite movies was The Rescuers. Oh, I did not know that. This list is kind of stupid. Yeah, the first 3, not really big hitters. Missy from, Miss Blanca from The Rescuers. Yeah, I'm sorry, The Rescuers were like, hey, fucking... how's this for fucking ahead of its time? The Rescuers, the way those mice are drawn, those characters are interchangeable, all right? Those mice are trans, okay? Miss Bianca and the other dude, you could fucking flip them in and out. Switch their clothes, nobody would know. So there we go. Dodger from Oliver and Company. I'm not liking any of these. Georgette from Oliver and Company. So far, I feel like we're just moving down the Prince Naveen as a frog. Are you serious? That was one where you could have actually had the human version. You picked the frog one. Vixie, the Fox and the Hound. Yeah, dude, isn't she looking foxy? Ah, fuck, my lady must be a beast lover. Oh, no. Oh, no, Lab Glass. Type M to mod me, says Hook and Book. Good luck with that. If you find Beast hot and you're a female above a 4, call me. Alrighty. Judy Hopps. Here we go. Judy Hopps. Once again, apparently the highly anthropomorphized rabbits are incredibly sexy. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the rumor that rabbits are down to fuck. Oh, and Lady from Lady and the Tramp. I'm going to say this. Lady from Lady and the Tramp, overrated. Overrated. Fuck you, bitch. Hot Tiger from Zootopia. Really? Nick Wilde, Zootopia. I feel like everyone just wants to fuck Zootopia. Nala from The Lion King. This is the one that was on the picture of the story where I'm like, how? How do you were like, you know what I want to do? If you wanted to F her or Matthew Broderick Lion, there's something wrong with you. Simba from The Lion King. Again, if Simba was someone you were sexually attracted to, I have a problem. Basil, the Great Mouse Detective. Nah, dude, that guy looks like he roofies people. Roxanne, a Goofy movie. Oh my god. That's again, why can you not Barrett Girl or Beret Girl, an extremely goofy movie? Kovu, Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Robin Hood. Number 1 is fucking Robin Hood. All right, I have 2, 3. I have a lot of problems with this list. So let me get this straight. Fucking Lola Bunny doesn't make the cut at all. We don't bother with Lola Bunny. And let's just make sure I'm remembering the right character. Lola Bunny. There we go. Lola Bunny. Lola Bunny. Images. So you're telling me that nowhere did no one, absolutely no one, look at this chick and go, hey, maybe we should, what the Lola Bunny Pregnant by Nick Happer 124 on DeviantArt. What the fucking shit? Dude, this is like I'm not happy with this. There's some I wear sports bras, of course. This is gross. That shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be a thing. You shouldn't be allowed to post this on the internet. Oh my God, Toons, why is there fucking prego? How can I play in these conditions? Oh my God, no. Johnny's on a watch list now. Yeah, I probably am. Oh my God. Why? Why? No, I'm not on a watch list. You know how you get on a watch list? You go to the DeviantArt site and you look at that shit. That's an image search. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is also a Warner Brothers movie. Yeah, and apparently not anyone wants to go after Roger's hot piece of ass. At least that one's technically human. All right? I mean, it's completely unrealistic. It's still an animated broad, but it's a woman. Like you... Oh. I really hate that Zootopia movie. Ever since that movie came out, all these guys in my neighborhood got big old boners for any chick who's got buck teeth because they think she looks like Judy fucking Hopps. Holy Jesus. So yeah, I guess it's no longer Disney. We have moved into just the culture now as a whole has embraced, accepted, and just kind of paid forward sexualizing animals in cartoons. I don't want to hear anyone complain about anime anymore. All right? I get it that anime girls look age flexible, but that's actually because women of that area kind of do have an agelessness to them. It's kind of a thing. But anyways, I get it, how people could be uncomfortable. But we're finding out now that apparently the good, wholesome, all-American fucking the Disney cartoons, when we knew there were dicks, we knew that the Little Mermaid was standing in front of a sea castle full of penises. But we're like, that's for the adults to see, not the kids. Thank God that was the only thing. And once we decided that couldn't be in there anymore, it was all done. No, from Jump Street, they've been trying to get us to fuck the mouse, and I don't want to do it. Oh, yeah, buddy. See, I show a fucking picture of Lola Bunny, and my fucking internet slowed down because of all the jizz. Oh. Alrighty, we have an hour left in the show. It has been an amazing program. I have one story left in the second hour, and then we've got to roll over into our third hour stories. And again, thank you for being part of this amazing program. We've been doing great on Rumble and on Twitch and YouTube. Looking like we're hitting about 50 people overall. That is awesome. Loving the numbers. And we'll get into this next one here. You think it has anything to do with Playboy bunnies? Playboy bunnies was a play on words. The bunny thing is a play on words. Fucking football. I don't know if they call them football bunnies, but we used to call them hockey bunnies. Puck bunnies was a big one. Puck bunnies is a big one. But I don't know if that was because of Playboy or whatever, but I do know like that would seem like a thing. Like whenever there was a group of women that were known to be kind of, puck bunnies. Yeah, puck bunnies. Puck bunnies, because they bounce from puck to puck. If or they're a puck and you can pass them between the whole team. Any way you want to take it, preferably anally because it's safer. Not you, them. Let's just go into this next one. I've been talking about a company. I've been talking about a group of activists called Just Stop Oil. Now, Just Stop Oil has been doing this really, really fucking horrible thing where they block traffic, they protest, and they raise awareness. They don't actually do anything. They don't actually change anything. They just waste an afternoon and cause you to waste your gas while they raise awareness. Well, apparently, these activists decided that they wanted to hold a banquet. So they held a climate protesters banquet. A bunch of undercover journalists posing as eco-activists decided to tag along. This is what I call the greatest minute of time in the world this year. This is the greatest minute of 2023. So if you can, stop what you're doing to watch this, because this is, in my opinion, the greatest minute of 2023. Go. I said go.
With the mole in place, we sent in the team. Good luck, boys. With the mole in place, we sent in the team.
Why is it doing that again? And by the way, the music here sucks. I don't know if it's your music or their music.
Good luck, boys.
They probably paid for by the Daily Mail. No, they're the rest of the people who are sick of all of you assholes, and they wanted to really beat the fuck out of you, but that's illegal. So instead they gave you a taste of your own medicine, and they put the balloons up in the ceilings with, again, really, really loud alarms. They left us with a very difficult problem to solve. Right. Kind of like how you leave everyone with a difficult problem to solve. When you jump in the road, you go, stop using oil! All right, what are we supposed to do? I don't know, but don't make my life harder! But your life is easy because of oil. But stop using it! Oh. How are we going to solve this, guys? All right, we've got a ladder. Ah! Buddy, I don't know if you do math, but let me just say, I'm eyeballing this bitch. You ain't got the ladder to get that done. Oh. We need more of that, damn it. I need to see more of that. You can't have only done that one. Is there another video on this? Oh, fuck. The entire video detailing the undercover op can be watched here. Okay. Oh, this is a 9-minute thing. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let's see what we have.
A Just Stop Oil protester. Except his name isn't Michael, and he's not a real protester. He's a mole. In fact, this man is one of our producers who has been undercover with Just Stop Oil for the past few weeks, helping Archie and I Just Stop Oil. Just Stop Oil is a protest group with a simple demand to, well,
Just stop oil!
Since their formation 18 months ago, they've used some pretty unorthodox tactics to further their cause, been accused of anti-Semitism multiple times, cost the UK taxpayer millions of pounds in policing, and really pissed off the public.
Who are you to decide who gets to go? You're not God.
Now, you'd have to be a top-tier tit to deny that climate change is the greatest problem we face.
Actually, I can deny that that's the greatest problem we face. I would argue that pollution is the greatest problem we face. Overpopulation, also a pretty big problem. But I would say that climate change has too many variables and factors to truly lock down, especially, what are we talking about? I actually have another story about how the word climate change is very, you know what?
And that something has to be done. But with 64% of the public disapproving of Just Stop Oil,
We love you, oil! We do!
many are arguing that their tactics are putting people off the environmental cause, which is a problem given it's 45 degrees in Spain right now. So, whether you care about the environment, the balance between the right to protest and the right to go about your daily life, or are just bored of posh people disrupting your day,
I'm here because I don't have a future!
perhaps it's time to pitch our right to protest against theirs.
I think the bigger thing here is that people need to be taken with a cause.
100%.
And trust me, it's very easy to be a hippie if you're rich.
They march, get moved off the road by the cops, before marching again and getting moved off, pausing for some free organic and again flown-in coffee before marching again.
Again, these people are so fucking fake.
Why don't you just f*** off? Yeah? No, you can't explain why. And I don't give a f*** why, yeah? Yeah. I'm trying to f***ing work and support my family. And you are stopping all of us. Do you think any of us want you there? No. No. Yes, I do. Yes. What else to do? You absolutely.
Getting moved off, heading to a secret HQ for a complimentary lunch, before marching again until the fuzz have had enough and they end up in handcuffs.
All right, so that, like I said, from now on, can we just have a thing where these people get arrested for doing this and we send you to a third world country and we go, make a difference, then you can come back. Make a difference there, then you can come back. This whole idea, you guys wouldn't give up your first world lives for a second.
And so far, this has achieved nothing more than a crackdown on everyone's right to protest. Now we knew how they worked, we needed a way of stopping them.
Well, that rope.
All right, now I don't want it. I want to see the action
You
happen.
can't possibly when you're jamming up 40, 50 cars at the one about you don't know.
We have the blue light policy.
I've got family in the south.
I don't care about this. I want to see the part where we get them fucking freaking out. Let's go. All right, here we go. Here come the balloons.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Bring the noise.
All right, well, that's 2 months tier 1 subscribed from the Laughing Lions. Thank you very much, Laughing Lions, subscribing to the show, helping keeping us afloat. That is so amazing and supportive. Thank you so much. Cowbell for Lions. Sorry, Al, I forgot you were down there. My bad. I just was kind of a dick to the cat. All right. So this is where we were at before, where everyone's freaking out. No, they weren't paid. That's the part you don't get. This is the best part. They were probably paid. No, they weren't paid. They're just here because literally the fucking country hates all of you assholes. And if you ate and worked as publicly as you protested, you'd find out how true that was. If you wore your Just Stop,
A whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Chevy JB subscribing at tier 1 for 20 months. 20 months subscribe. Damn near 2 years. I'm honored. Thank you. Cowbell coming in. Thank you very much. Alrighty, so, and they've left us. Yeah, just like you, they made their point and then they left. But unlike you, they didn't get in the way of your day. You could still go on with your day. You can still eat. You just have to put up with that horrible, awful noise. Again, I'm sure none of you sense even the slightest amount of irony in this. I'll tell you this. The harp player's loving this because she sucked balls and she got probably paid way too much to be here. And guess who's not going to have to play now? Still keeping that money, though. Aren't you, Toots? You shallow bitch. All right, there we go. There we go. Oh, I love these fucking white milk toast piece of shit dudes grabbing a ladder. If there is anything that any of you... Oh, Bubbles in the chat from Sandy Squatch saying a little 1478 Bubbles. If there's anything I love in this world most of all, it's seeing very not masculine men trying to do traditional man stuff. Anything that comes close to, like, I don't know, housework. Like, oh, I'm gonna put a new light on the garage. I'm gonna change the rain gutter. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get the leaves out of the gutter. Well, honey, that starts with getting the ladder out. Can I pay a guy? Oh, the noise is so annoying. I hope I have it down low enough for you. It's... Wait, you didn't end it there. You didn't end it there.
As a solution, it is the greatest crisis facing our generation.
No, the greatest crisis facing our generation. And by the way, it isn't global warming. It's pollution. Do you know what this is? This is pollution. Pollution is the big problem. And as for global warming, there's a whole lot of different information about that. Did you know before 1980, we were very, very much worried that we were going to be in an ice age by now? The greatest crisis is politicians, says Fat Conan. Yeah, that's what I consider the real pandemic. The real pandemic is the two-party system. Absolutely true. Alrighty. So there's that. I love that video, and I hate fucking Stop Oil Now. You know what I would have done? I would have just fucking... Never mind. I won't say that. Because then, you know what? That makes you culpable. You know what? How about it's a fantasy? We keep it in our head where nobody can know what it is. Alucard, this is not the time. I'm doing a show. You're not even a show cat. You don't like being a show cat. I can't put you up here. You're too fat. All right. Let's clear out second hour story. Let's get that out of the way. Boop. And then those two balls didn't stop sooner. It would have looked like Johnny had boobs. Oh, oh, okay. Okay. Al, you have to jump up here, though. You better... This is why you're a fat cat. Okay? I don't have a cord. People are watching a show, okay? There, everybody. We got the cat. We have the cat. Now he'll fucking calm down. Oh, bigger boobs, you mean? Hey, come on. I'm fat. I'm sorry. I'm fat. I'm fat. I know it. Come on. Alrighty, so let's pull the audio down here quick and get our third hour stories up. Now, for our third hour stories, we have a singer jumping off stage to stop a sexual assault or a physical assault. I don't know. We've got a video of Shark Week where they did what I think is the craziest experiment. Thank you, Leg, for being like this when I have a cat. They did the craziest experiment ever, and the video is fucking creepy because there's a dude in there, and that's weird. Weirds me out. And I think that's what led to one of the other videos I came across later. We've got Hillary Clinton talking about the heat wave. She is about to explain it all to us. And it's not even global warming. She has an even easier, even more obvious, this is what's causing climate change, and this is what the solution is, kind of speech. Sorry, buddy, you sat on my cord. I was trying to get it out from under you. Those are hot flashes, bitch. Oh, shit. I got a fucking... Whatever. Where's the one going? There, you guys. There we go. Sorry, I didn't have the audio up. I'm doing the stories. And then Temple U in Philly is hosting FatCon with queer sex therapist offering fat-positive sexual health care. I don't know what that is. That sounds literally like just a plus-size lady wants love and just said, hey, how about you come here and I... Again, it doesn't sound like it should be a thing. It sounds kind of fucked up. I'm gonna be honest. It sounds kind of gross. All right, there we go. All the audio back up. Everything's good. And we've got Joe Biden's newest appointment to the DoD, and oh boy, God. If it's not global warming, then it has to be racism. Fat Conan, I am finally a convention for my people. Ignatz is saying, I'm having acid rain flashbacks. Alrighty. I did not know that this is a thing in Philly, but oh wait, nope, that's the one we're getting into later. We need to get into this one first. All right. Thank you. Wilmer, 25 bits. Thank you for that. You know, I was thinking about making those like cheaper during Halloween. Like, hey, it's scare month. Maybe I don't. Nah. Do we want to hear that all the time? Alrighty. So, no, we're going to this one first. We're going to this video. Alright. So, again, Monica, what's her full name? Because I don't want to say R&B super. Nope, just Monica. All right, she doesn't have a R&B superstar. Monica is receiving praise after she stopped her show in Detroit when she witnessed a man allegedly assaulting a woman in the crowd. Bet it was a white guy. Doesn't matter.
Receiving praise after she stopped her show in Detroit when she witnessed a man allegedly assaulting a woman in the crowd. I want you to watch this moment. The singer jumped off the stage and into the audience to confront the attacker. Watch.
I don't know why Northern Finlander chose to play the laugh track there. I'm guessing it's because I'm incredibly funny. But what's with those fucking fingernails are gross to me. Those weird long curly fingernails.
I know. Don't you hit her like that. Listen. Listen, if y'all don't get that up out of here, won't even fucking play like that. You ain't no lady like is you out your mind? Say it.
Is she gonna grab him by his ear? That's it?
That remarkable moment, that altercation was Saturday night and it was caught on tape. It's now gone viral on social media. And Monica is here with us and she joins me now. Monica.
What did she actually do? Because, no offense, but that place looked crowded as fuck. And I really don't feel like she was gonna do anything. I feel like your security would do something. Maybe fans of yours would prevent anything from happening to you and would then do something. And I'm glad that you intervened and stepped in. But that's a really great moment. Like, no, we've seen this before where artists have called out that someone's fucking with someone and that ain't cool. And wow, that was crazy. What a hero. Yeah, she got off the stage and didn't perform. Probably still collected her check.
Really, I mean, I watched it this weekend and I was like, wow, it's incredible to see you make the decision to do that. What made you jump off that stage? What did you see?
Honestly, that was just instincts. And I know that people don't have the opportunity to know us personally or on a personal level, but the few that do know that everything for me is a matter of the heart. It's a matter of, I'm a mom, I'm a sister. I am a mother. I've said
I saw a chance to do a viral moment because I was standing in front of a crowd of people all holding up their cell phones. And I had a man of easily 3 bills sitting behind me, making sure that not even the slightest amount of fuck reached my face. So I was like, what the hell can I do wrong? There's literally no fail here. This is a paid show. I'm the guest of honor. I'm going to jump down and tell this bitch to get out. And if he doesn't listen to my authority, he's going to listen to my bouncer's authority. And if he raises a hand at me, my bouncer's going to lay him out.
Mom, I'm so many things that would allow someone to want to protect me. Simply put, I didn't want to see her hurt or harmed and her not make it back home after coming just to be a concert goer for myself and Ashanti, who was also on the show. You know, these concerts have become what almost feels like a dangerous space and place, and I just really want that to change. So that was just my instinct.
Oh, wait. These concerts have become a dangerous space and place. Who is that because of? That's a weird omission. Do you go home with her that night? She still did not get used to her fake new big teeth. Hard to talk yet. Because all the white guys there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I wasn't there. Yeah, but again, why these concerts have become a dangerous place. I love how you can't have an actual conversation about what might be causing that, whether it's a part of the group you're involved in, whether it's an element or something of groups or people in. Why can't we discuss it? Why can't we do something about it? But yeah, I love how you immediately jumped off the stage. You made it all about you, and now you're on the news to talk about, I'm just a down-to-earth, real person. I'm from the heart, y'all. And that's why I came on the news to say, I'm not going to let someone attack this lady. I'm from the heart, y'all. I'm going to get involved. And I'm going to do that because I know that my giant fucking bodyguard was literally half a step behind me the entire time. You weren't on that stage alone. It's really easy to be brave when you've got a bodyguard.
And I do not feel like I'm some form of superhero.
No,
in
you're
any
not.
facet.
That's just it. You're fucking fake because you didn't do anything. You didn't stop this. You might have called it out. You might have brought attention to it, but you didn't actually do anything. And again, this whole idea that I just decided to get involved, I was just acting on instinct. No, you were like, oh, I got this guy behind me, I'm gonna go. Again, if you can't tell from the video, lady, that dude's so close, he's almost in you, all right? That dude's close to inserting. He's so close to you. Your personal space was almost violated by your security, and that guy went right with you.
But I did what I would hope that someone would do if they saw that happening to my aunt or mother. I could tell that she was, she's definitely my elder. And there was a level of fear there for me, just watching what appeared to be a situation that could have been escalated even further. I was simply trying to de-escalate it.
Right. Because you know what de-escalates a situation?
It's always nice.
Fuck you, Janine Moose. Janine Moose does not de-escalate a situation.
It's always nice when Janine Moose gets a story to do because that evil cunt just can't get fucking fired. No matter how bad she is at her stupid fucking job. Top of the fucking moon to you, Janine Moose.
All right. Anyways. Yeah, don't bother talking about why your venues. You know what I haven't heard? I haven't heard about the rampant outbreak of physical assault at country music shows or just, larger concert. But I mean, again, we also have seen countless times where metal bands, big bands, fucking whatever, they see something, hey, security over here, we got something going, do something about this. Like, that's been called out before. I decided I had to get involved and I had to be viral, and I only knew that would happen because, again, there were already phones on me and I knew everyone was recording everything. I'm sorry. I don't believe you for a second. I think you're fake as shit. And this is maybe it's not your fault. You know what? Maybe it's not her fault. I'll say this right now. I got burned by somebody that she reminds me a lot of in a lot of ways. And when people burn me like that, I take it personal. And that person burned me by being this person. I'm all about the love, y'all. I'm just a good, down-to-earth person. I'm just who I am. What you see is what you get. Turned out he was a complete fucking charlatan and completely lied to me and fucking spun me along and fucked over on me a couple of times. And was not happy about that. So I don't know. When I see someone who I don't believe, I think you're a persona, and you're like, I'm just a down-to-earth, real person. No, you're not. I bet Left Eye Lopez would beat his ass. Look, if she didn't have any bodyguards, if she didn't have a bodyguard literally standing next to her during her performance on the stage that night in that video, I would be willing to be like, you know what? She had some balls. She was like, hey, I'm going to get in this and stop this shit. I'd be like, that's kind of dumb. That's how a singer's going to get punched in the face, but whatever. And I'd be all for it. But like I said, it's really, really different if literally there is a giant dude practically attached to your hip everywhere you go. And I'm guessing from how comfortable she is with that dude and his presence while she does her shit, that's not even a new thing. So you're kind of used to it. Oh. Janine Moose has pictures of someone. Yeah, Janine Moose has pictures of someone. Hashtag Motivation Mondays. I have no idea if that's still bangable. Who's still bangable? I started a company called Just Make Oil. God damn it, I should have been reading that one sooner. Sorry, Fallen. Hey, don't act like you never watched porn of a girl riding those. No, I have not. I have seen thumbnails, and that's as far as I want to go. Ugh. And on that note, let's get to what is an amazing clip. We have a half hour left in the show. Thank you for all the amazing support we've had today. Thank you very much. Do you think they call that bodybuilder Chandler hanging out with Monica? Oh, Friends reference. That makes me feel old. Makes me feel really old. Oops, that was already full screen. Boop. Alrighty, so science proving that once again it is no shortage of stupid ideas. They decided they wanted to see what happens in a great white shark feeding frenzy. They're using an artificial whale carcass to study elusive white sharks. South Africa once a hotspot for seeing white sharks, but research say sightings of these larger adult white sharks have declined in recent years. That's because there's too many people. That's because it's not okay to be white anymore. Everybody wants black sharks. Spectrum, fuck off. I'm busy. Alrighty. I'm gonna activate the meat locker now. That sounds bad.
Okay, it's on your left now, going to the bait.
So wait a minute. So is this like a test to see who can survive the dummy or the dummy in the dummy? Because I'm sorry, how much did they pay you to literally sit inside the bait fish for the shark feeding frenzy? With this first-of-its-kind prototype, scientists are hoping to gather information to help save white sharks from extinction. I don't know. It seems like they got a healthy appetite on them. They're eating a rubber whale.
It's all.
Janine Moose, seriously, What's the blackmail evidence you have? Because honestly, it's not only that you're on stories, it's that they always put your stories into stuff because they know that people fucking click away the minute they see your name or hear your voice. Good God, your voice. Good God. Climate protesters arrested on Capitol Hill, handcuffed outside IRS whistleblower hearing. Great. I'm sure that's fucking gangbusters. Alrighty, so Clinton, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, took to Twitter on Tuesday to blast MAGA Republicans for the recent summer heat wave hitting communities nationwide. You're right, it's these MAGA Republicans. You know, the last 4 or 5 years during Trump, it was way hotter, and then it started cooling down once we got Biden. But as soon as it realized that Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert were MAGA Republicans in the Congress, the climate went, no, I gotta heat up again. I hate MAGA. Oh. Now I'm really missing the chat. I gotta catch up on this. Left eye to eat his ass. Yep, get on that. Rusty should have given him the maze of pronouns. Huh? You think they call the bodybuilder Chandler? Yes, black sharks are 13% of the shark population, but 50% of the shark attacks. I mean, is there even a black shark? I feel like we shouldn't be making that joke until we know if there is one. Don't get $100, free burger, or a free donut. What? Everything we don't like is caused by the people we hate. Johnny, you should respond to Movie Bob tweets. So much for you to work with there. All right, I will consider that, Battle Brother Zio. Thank you for the suggestion. Movie Bob tweets. Good to know. Are you insinuating that a single politician is responsible for global climate? No. Hillary Clinton, in all of her infinite wisdom, is insinuating that MAGA Republicans cause global warming. Not Trump, the MAGA Republican movement. Any MAGA Republican. Clinton's social media post came in response to a tweet from left-wing think tank Center for American Progress, which stated MAGA Republicans are pouring fuel on the climate crisis fire. The post included an image of 7 recent media stories highlighting the recent spat of high temperatures in the U.S. and noted Republicans voted against the Inflation Reduction Act, Democrats' $739 billion climate package. Right. And you called it the Inflation Reduction Act, which is funny because it didn't reduce inflation at all. In fact, it would have made it worse. And again, it's just doing the shit you wanted to do. Why should we do that stuff? That's the stuff we wanted to do to keep away from the great thaw or the great chill, the big chill or whatever. Hot enough for you? Thank a MAGA Republican. Or better yet, vote them out of office, Clinton tweeted on Tuesday. You know, it's seeing this tweet. It's seeing this tweet from this old bitch who should just go away. That makes me think that, you know, I wish Trump had locked you up. I wish Trump had locked you up. I mean, it would be funny if one of you ever went to jail for any of the number of people you've killed. But I mean, just overall, Phoenix has its highest heat record. 39-day heat wave. Heat wave, heat wave, heat wave. Okay, fine. Heat waves. Right. That's why President Biden passed historic clean energy investments that will grow the economy and help fight climate change. Yes, and if you question that, you hate the environment. It's not at all like they structured that as a forced way to push their argument. Oh, and I'm sure Biden won't make a shit ton of money off of that. By the way, the green energy that they're pushing might not do what they say it does. There's a whole lot of ifs and buts to this. And oh, by the way, isn't this the same green energy we needed to use to stop the Great Freeze? So, I feel like that's not going to help. That's just going to warm us up more. Without climate change, July's summer heat in the Southwest would have been virtually impossible. Ma tweeted Tuesday. I guess that's true if your memory hole 1925, 1930, blah, 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 and the rest of the almanac. In a separate post, Mao noted Clinton's post was just made 8 days after New York Times editorial calling on leaders to politicize the weather. So again, thank you, Twitter, for allowing people to add facts. Without climate change, July's summer heat in the U.S. Southwest would have been virtually impossible, Mao tweeted Tuesday. I guess that's true if your memory hole 1925, 1930s, and the rest of the almanac. Oh, okay, so you're just saying, yeah. All right, so again, it's complete bullshit. According to Fox Forecast Center, this week is set to be the hottest week. Right. An estimated 75% of the nation will be blanketed in warmer than average temperatures on Wednesday and Thursday, the data showed. The high temperatures will impact more than 260 million Americans throughout the country, excluding the Pacific Northwest and parts of the Northern Rockies. And millions of Americans remain under excessive heat warnings or heat advisories. However, the temperatures aren't expected to break any records. Right. So it's really, really warm, but it's almost like it's really warm, but we've seen worse. And guys, the climate's a big thing, and it's all because of the Republicans. Vote us into office. We've only been running things for the majority of the last 4 years, and it's worse than ever. We have to get rid of the Republicans because we need more power. The only way we can right this ship is if we have the power to just throw it into the ground. Climate catastrophe fear-mongering is just part of the anti-human religion, says Skeezy Whitefish. Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So yes, Hillary Clinton is blaming it on Republicans, saying if you don't like that, then vote them out of office. To which I say, incidents of sexual assault against children seems to be on the rise in the U.S. To which I say, thank your liberal Democrats, or better yet, vote them out of office. That's right. Stop the kid touchers. This message brought to you by Hillary Clinton. Democrats love to molest kids. I'm not Hillary Clinton, but she approves this message. I just want to do fake Democrat ads now for Hillary Clinton. I'm Hillary Clinton. I kill people who look at me the wrong way.
All right, goddammit. I've been the president. I've been the future the first man that never happened. Let me just say, I'll put you in the ground if you don't do what I want and get me my goddamn cheeseburger. All right. Alrighty, there we go. Let's get on to this next one now. Temple University is set to host the first ever Philly FatCon this October. Welcome to FatCon, where the whole thing's about being fat. Our guest is Chris Christie. A conference boasting its role as an exclusively judgment-free, fat-focused event featuring a fat-friendly fitness. What the fuck is a fat-friendly fitness class? I feel like any fitness class is fat-friendly because if you... A fat-friendly fitness class. You know what the problem is? Is fat people can't find fitness classes. That's why they don't work out. There's no fitness classes for fat people. We need fat-friendly fitness classes. That shouldn't be words you can put together. You can't say... The entire point of a fitness class is to make you not fat. It's not friendly towards the fat. That's why the fat leaves, because it's not wanted. Oh, fat-friendly fitness classes. God, that's a word. Vendors, talks with influencers. Influencers of what? Your diet? A Halloween costume party, and more. I bet there's going to be a lot of pumpkins. Get it? Because it's easy. You can wear a giant moo-moo that's orange, and you Hold in your lunch. The fat sex therapist, Sani Rashdawar, who uses they, he pronouns. Sonley's a... Oh, God. The fat sex therapist is a guy. Of course it's a dude. I gotta be a sex therapist, and large ladies need loving too. Yeah, but they don't want large dudes. Yeah, but if I'm a therapist, they don't get a choice. It's a medical treatment. Oh, God. According to one of the con's Instagram posts, is slated to be the conference keynote speaker. Rashtawar commonly focuses on white supremacist ideas behind fat phobia. No. The ideas behind fat phobia aren't white supremacist. They're just facts. The social construct of health. Yes, health is a social construct because when you don't have it, it's not like you die. All right. The social construct of health. If health is a social construct, exist without it for just a day. Just no health at all. This is why fat people hate subreddit was a thing. Is it fat people hate subreddit, or is it the I hate fat people subreddit? Because I know which one I'd rather join. Okay, so fat phobia, blah, blah, blah. Based in Philly, they are a super fat, queer, bisexual, non-binary therapist and co-founder of Radical Therapy Center, specializing in treating sexual trauma, diet trauma, racial or immigrant trauma, South Asian family abuse, while offering fat-positive sexual health care. The Post explains that adding that VIP ticket holders to the event will get the chance to meet and greet with what? You want to see their keynote speaker? And here goes your lunch. We still don't know what causes fatness. We don't have the science, says Stevie J. No. I don't like that we can sit here and argue whether or not climate change is a thing. I don't like that we can't argue it, that we have to be told, no, climate change is real, and it's the worst thing ever, and you just have to believe me. Right, but apparently we're also supposed to take your opinion on whether or not health is a fucking human construct. I mean, again, this weird how we have a society completely willing on just one political spectrum, completely willing to try to shovel this, no, the science says this, it's undeniable, what are you, an idiot? But then on the same rate, when it comes to being fat or deciding you want to chop off your genitals, what do you mean science? It's all about how you feel. There's no such thing as facts. It's all a human construct. It's all made up. Oh, the fat sex therapist. I'm going to bet that you are a horrible therapist and you don't get laid. All right, there's my bet for the fat sex therapist who uses they, he as their pronouns. You do not look like a they, he. You look like a they. Ugh. Super fat, queer, bisexual. In other words, you're saying you're really, really fat and you'll F anyone that says yes. Wow. Super fat, queer, bisexual. It just... And again, I love that you really try to strive out from that sexual identity. You know, I'm not just someone who fucks people of the same or different gender at the drop of a hat. I am someone who is a whole person. I'm more than a sexual identity, but I fuck this and I fuck that, and I like to fuck things that are green. Oh, but I wouldn't fuck you unless you considered being fuckable by fucking. No. Let's talk about you besides your sexual identity. Oh, I know. There's so much to me besides my sexual identity. Like, for example, when I masturbate. No. That's not that. Oh, that's it. I'm sorry. All right. Sonley. I don't know. Can we have a better to pronounce name? I apologize, but I'm white and I'm horrible. So again, something about you that's not sexually based. Well, I am an immigrant. Oh, okay. So tell us a little bit about. You say you do some work with people who suffer from racial or immigrant trauma. Are a lot of people experiencing racial or immigrant trauma? Oh, yeah. Like, for example, Middle Eastern women are highly sexually abused by their husbands. Oh, my God, dude. Whoa, hey, whoa. One, we're not supposed to mention those facts because liberals don't like them. Two, this is another big thing here. Again, can we do something that's not about sex? All right, well, when it comes to transitioning your children, no, Sonali. Fucking Jesus. Another prospective speaker includes Jay Cox, author of Fat Girls in Black Bodies. Sorry, Joy Cox. Joy Cox, author of Fat Girls in Black Bodies. And panels discussing fashion, social media influencing, how to navigate fat phobia, and the Philadelphia-based conference organizers Donnell Yeagerman and Adrienne Ray and Kenyatta Harris each own plus-size shops and came together to dream up the idea for an event that they hope will boost confidence and facilitate body positivity and acceptance. But you realize you have one huge problem with this. It's a convention. Do you know how many fucking rascal scooters you are going to have in that convention center? You are not going to be able to get anywhere because it's going to be a whole bunch of people going a half a mile an hour until the battery runs out. It's just horrible. That's not good because I don't know if you know this, but a lot of morbidly obese people, they don't even get a wheelchair when they can't walk anymore. They're like, no, I better get something where I push a button because I don't want to exert myself. That's how I got into this problem. I don't know if you know this, but I got into this situation by working out. Working out and eating healthy is how I became so huge I can't stand. Oh my God. She said the phrase body positivity has been bogged down, adding that what people in larger bodies need is to step away from constantly talking about body image. Well, they can't because they're obsessed with it because they realize they don't like it. Because I'm sorry, I am a fat person. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable. This isn't comfortable. My gut sitting on my fucking leg is not comfortable. My man titties laying on my fucking stomach is not comfortable. And the bigger those things get, the more uncomfortable it becomes. But as opposed to apparently all of these people, I'm doing the right thing with my discomfort. I'm internalizing it as me realizing I need to work on me. And maybe working on me means a little less time at Arby's. Maybe. Once a week. But my point is, you can't sit here and not work on yourself and just... fucking Twitch deleted all of my most used emotes? Oh, no, Mikey. I'm sorry. Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining the show. We got 15 minutes left. We've been having a banger of a day. It's been awesome. Thank you for watching on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. Great numbers all day. Love seeing that. Alrighty. So, Philly FatCon. Available fitness classes include yoga, sound bath, a meditative experience, twerk-lesque, and more. So the available fitness classes include yoga, a form of exercise, sound bath, sit here and listen to something, or twerk-lesque, you know, where you just get out for a second, shake your ass as much as you can, and then stop because you're winded. Twerk-lesque. Arby's has a great Reuben. Yeah, but they have a shitty burger. That fucking burger of theirs is garbage. Because it's a ball of meat. It's a giant meatball. It's not a patty. It's fucking crap. Anyways, I went to Gilberto's today, so I don't even know what. I had a burrito. So she people just want to be able to be themselves. That's the dire need for something like Philly FatCon, Ray said. According to the Inquirer, adding, some people are not in love with their body every day, but this is the body that they exist in. Right, but you not loving it is a you problem. Having to make us love it for you is an us problem. And we don't want your problem, all right? I don't want to have to love you at any size because secretly deep down, you don't love you. Yeah, I know. It's kind of evident in the fact that you're eating your feelings. Oh, she invited people to attend so they could connect with others in an understanding environment. Fox News Digital reached out to the press contact, Temple University, for comment, but did not receive any immediate response. Who is this bitch? Is this the sex lady? Nope, this is some stupid ad. That's not it at all. It's Fox. They're fucking with you. Bye-bye. Alrighty. It's been a good one. I am wiped. I'm fucking wiped down. We had a nice little level 1 hype train. We had a lot of fucking support. That was awesome. What kind of cat you got, says Matthew Quall. Nice kitty. I think you're behind in the show, man. That was a while ago. He is a domestic short hair. American tabby, I think. And then the other one that I have around here somewhere is Integra, and she is a calico, but they're called a tortoiseshell. There we go, tortoiseshell. She is a short-haired tortoiseshell cat. By the way, fun fact, I don't know if this is true or not, but in my opinion, all tortoiseshell cats, fucking batshit nuts. Batshit fucking nuts. If you get a tortoiseshell cat, you have a cat that is fucking crazy. And by a tortoiseshell, I mean fucking black with white and orange spots. That cat is fucking nuts. It is going to be a great cat if you like an entertaining, like, what the fuck is up with you kind of thing. But yeah, dude, fucking nuts. Speaking of nuts, one last story I think we can squeeze in here. Oh, no, I bet we can squeeze in, too. We got 15 minutes. Let's see if we can do it. Why did you do the rim shot for that? All right, an 18-year-old Florida mom tried to hire a hitman on a fake website, rentahitman.com, to kill her 3-year-old son. Oh, God, and there's... That can't be enough. All right, we'll look into this in a minute. If I click this, will it move it to another thing? It's July 25th. This is April 19th. Okay, never mind. All right, so apparently the site Rent a Hitman has been a fucking FBI prop for a while, and the news really hasn't gotten out. Investigators posing as an assassin from the website spoke to Jasmine Pez about the hit. She was arrested for submitting pictures of her son, the specific location he was going to be at, and agreeing to pay $3,000 to have him murdered. Authorities verified that the IP address was her home and verified the child's identity after talking to his grandmother. Her rationale for wanting to kill her son was that her ex-boyfriend dumped her because he did not like that she had a son. She thought that if her son was dead, he would take her back. Oh my God! Really? Could you try any harder to be a worthless piece of crap? Oh, that's not a calico. Calico is white with brown and orange spots. The black with white has to do with the arrangement of the tricolors in the coat. So a lot of calicos have trifurcated hair. So with a calico, it would be white at the base, and then there would be like orange or black later in the fur pattern, and then or like an all white hair. And so with it's all black except with the white. Anyways, you get it. It's just the opposite way. Technically, it's the same genetic anomaly. I don't know. Anyways, the point is cats are fucking weird, but they're highly entertaining. Holy shit, lady. Oh, yes, we've got a fucking... Oh, great. You want to see this lady? You want to see the lady who wanted to kill her son?
Now, just a horrific story. An 18-year-old mother bonding out after being accused of the unthinkable.
Yeah, police say she tried to hire a hitman to kill her own 3-year-old son. Local 10 News reporter Syra Anwar is live.
Was she walking with a hamburger?
Mother bonding out after being accused of the unthinkable.
Yeah, police say she tried to hire a hitman to kill.
Is that a fucking... What is that? That looks like a sandwich. I really hope you are not given any access to your child anymore. You know, you could have just given up the kid. The whole trying to kill your 3-year-old to get your boyfriend to take you back. I'm sure the kid was the only reason he decided to split. I'm sure you were just a bang-up fucking partner, and he was like, you know what, I love everything about this. This is great. I like you. We get along. Everything's awesome. You suck my dick. It's great. But, you have that kid thing. Could you... I can't do the kid. I'm sorry. I'm out. I can't do the kid.
Her own 3-year-old son. Local 10 News reporter Syra Anwar is live outside the jail in West Miami-Dade.
I know you have the latest on this murder for hire plot that, I mean, it was just all of us are shaking our heads about this one.
Absolutely. If you read the arrest report, Christy, it is unbelievable. I tried to talk to this woman as she was leaving the jail this morning. I asked her what she thought about these charges. She had no comment, but these allegations against her are very serious and very disturbing.
Did you hire a hitman to kill your son?
No comment from Jasmine Paez as she walks out of the County Correctional Center alone, out on bond.
Jasmine, do you have any comment on what you're accused of?
Jasmine, have you taken 1 second to notice that none of your family members have shown up to pick you up? Almost like your family decided, oh, fuck you. Kind of like your mom went, I don't know, I screwed up with the first bitch. I guess I'll do better with the son because at least that one can't get pregnant when it's 18. But yeah, I can't help but notice you're walking alone. Hey, you know, if you hadn't tried to kill him, maybe your son would be with you right now. Just saying. Food for thought.
18-year-old Paez is accused of trying to hire a hitman online to
It looks
kill
like a
her
sloppy Joe.
3-year-old son.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a
Documents say
sloppy
she was-
Joe. And her face looks like a sloppy Joe, by the way. I kept thinking it was a camera thing. No, she has like a face thing. Like, did she get in an accident? Is she a victim of abuse or something? What's with the face? Is she mentally unbalanced? What's with the face? Does not look like the face.
Soliciting a hitman from a website, but didn't know the site was actually made to alert authorities to attempts just like this one. The arrest report says the online request reason was, quote, to get something done once and for all, end quote, and included a photo of the little boy. Paez allegedly then offered a hitman, who was actually a detective, $3,000 for the job. Paez.
Funny part says if she would have paid just a little bit more, I would have done it. Holy Jesus! What's going on with your face? Why is half of your face bigger than the other half? Did you get that Bell's palsy thing? Is like half of your face just off? Half of your face is off. What the hell? Oh, hit like, says Michaela. Yeah, dude, hit that like button if you're having a great time. I would appreciate that. Alrighty, so you, I get it. You just wanted one to stay. Listen, I don't mean to say you're dumb, but if you believe that line that the reason he didn't stay with you was the kid, you don't have a mirror.
Paez was arrested Wednesday night after authorities tracked the IP address from the hitman request to Paez and verified her phone as the one used to text the detective, whom she thought was a hitman. In fact, a detective says the hitman website was still active on her phone's web browser. She was booked into TGK, a Miami-Dade bond court judge setting her bond at $15,000.
Wow, so she got $15,000? She's got $15,000 just laying around to post bond? Weird.
Now, the judge ordered that Paez must stay away from that child who is currently under the care of a grandparent. But what happens next as far as that child's custody is not yet clear. We are working on getting that update for you. But that is the very latest from West Miami-Dade County. Syra Onwer, Local 10 News.
All right. Well, again, you tried to kill your 3-year-old hoping your ex would take you back. Look, if a guy will take you back because she... Why do you have the kid? You clearly don't love it. Why do you have the kid? Why didn't you just morning after pill? Have him wear a condom. Maybe blow it on the wall. I mean, there are a lot of options here. But you went with, you know what I could do? I could pay $3,000 to have my kid murdered. Ugh. Just. I don't even understand how you... That is so ridiculous to such an extent. All right, we have 5 minutes left. I do want to get this one in before we go. President Joe Biden has nominated Admiral Lisa Franchetti on Friday for the United States Chief of Naval Operations, despite the fact that Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's recommendation was to nominate Admiral Samuel Papero. Now, people can have different opinions on who to nominate for this very important role. However, the White House did say that, quote, if confirmed, Admiral Franchetti would be the first woman to serve as Chief Naval Operations on the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Biden said she is the second woman ever to achieve the rank of 4-star admiral in the U.S. Navy. And Lloyd from the White House saying, she will continue to inspire us all. Right. But what about those things are qualifications? I'm sorry, guys. I feel like you don't really realize. It seems like you're hiring her just because she's a woman. And if she's a woman who can do the job, fine. But in the military, isn't it really a disservice to hire someone like as an equity hire? I mean, aren't they going to get a lot of shit from a lot of people? A lot of people be like, yeah, you're only here because you fit the quota. I mean, we already do that with Kamala Harris. I mean, it's not hard because she makes it obvious to see that she's only there because she happens to fit a certain swatch of the color palette. So, and she identifies as a woman. So that works too. So my administration is committed to seeing more qualified women in senior leadership roles and command roles, making sure women can succeed and thrive throughout their military careers, Biden said in a May 2022 when Fagan was confirmed. Admiral Fagan's confirmation as Commandant of the U.S. Coast Guard signals to women and girls across our nation they have a place in protecting their country at the highest level. Right. And so long as they're willing to be only accepted based on their gender and not their performance, they have upward mobility. Good to know. Boy, pulling off a coup looks easier every day. Look, I'm not saying that these women can't be good commanders or admirals or whatever. I'm simply saying when you solely go, look, we're getting this person and she's the first this and she's the first that, and then it's like, yeah, but the people in the DoD suggested this guy. Well, yeah, but he's not a woman. All right, so what is her qualifications that supersede or equal his? Well, she's a woman. All right, if we take the woman part of it, but that's what we're looking for, a woman. No, but we want someone to do this job. Oh, boy. Yeah, just, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't be the world's military anymore. Just, maybe we should back it all down. Pack it in. Pack it up. It's done. What's her qualifications? She has a vagina. Yeah, Skeezy Whitefish, what's her qualification? She has a vagina. Trucker 18-wheeler saying, I can fix that, her face. I mean, good luck to you, man. If you can, God bless. But I'll say this. I wouldn't want to get with her even if her face wasn't fucked. Because let me tell you this. She wanted to murder her kid so she could have it out of her life. There are so many other ways you could do that. But she didn't want to have to, like, look him in the eye and say, well, I don't really love you. Again, I don't know how you do that. Like, you know what? I'll just have someone kill him. I'll just tell him where he goes to school and be like, all right, so just murder the little bitch. And we're done. Oh, God, that still hurts. That hurts so bad it pulled me out of the fucking virtue hire. I won't be happy till they nominate a trans autistic Down syndrome who is paralyzed from the neck down, who has the disability of alcoholic and has Tourette syndrome and not afraid to tell foreign leaders where to go. So Saint Iran is saying he wants Donald Trump in the military. That's all of those things, right? Like let's go over that again. Trans, autistic, Down syndrome, paralyzed from the neck down, disability of an alcoholic, Tourette's. Oh God, Tourette's. Yeah, that's definitely Donald Trump. Alrighty, there we go. You want Trump. There you go. You want Trump. At least Casey Anthony was hot, says Ryan the Guardsman. Yeah, I mean, at least, and she was willing to do the work herself. I love that she went to rentahitman.com. Because law enforcement could never, in their wildest dreams, think of typing in rentahitman.com. That's only for super sleuth criminals who murder their 3-year-old children. Oh, so Biden's committed to diversity hires. That lady's committed to killing her kids. And I think, quite frankly, just a lot of us need to be committed. Casey Anthony wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty. Gotta respect that. I mean, you gotta respect that and you gotta worry about it. All right, Saint Iran? Because Casey Anthony wasn't afraid to get her hands dirty. Well, how much shit do you got to put her through before she decides you're worth getting dirty for, if you know what I mean? Like, that's what I worry about. She's got that line. And if you push it, she'll put you down. See the update on Obama's chef? No, I did not see the update on Obama's chef. And I'll check that out either after the show for tomorrow or something. But I've got to go. Want to hang out with my daughter. Got some stuff to do around the house. So we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. Thank you so much for the wonderful support today. It means the world to me. It keeps this little thing going. And we'll let you know where we're at for the week. Tomorrow, we'll be back at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time for another amazing Game Over podcast. Till tomorrow.